Hello, hello, hello. Change is scary. And as I mentioned in the pinned comment, I am trying something, or pinned chat, I guess. I am trying a new thing with how I have my mic set up. It sounded okay when I tested it, but please let me know if it's like blowing your guys' eardrums out or if like everything is horribly messed up forever for you guys. Because the way I hear it when I test things does not seem to be how chat always hears it. But welcome everyone to a stream format that's become a staple for me, a little something called Shuffle Saturday. If you haven't witnessed this before, I have my game collection loaded into a website called the Backloggery that includes this neat little feature where it'll randomly suggest a game out of my collection for me to play. Using that feature, I will play a random game for most of the games I have and have the technical setups to stream, currently around 1600. I'll then play that game for a half hour unless I decide to veto it, or someone in chat lets me know with an exclamation mark veto that they want to see something else, in which case I'll pull a different game. We'll keep going. As you can see, I only have 2 vetoes for the entire night, whereas you all have twice as many. That being said, I will automatically throw out any game I can't stream either due to technical issues specific to the game, or because it would get me banned. An example if the game rolled is Honey Pop or something, because I'm a filthy weeb and my Steam library shows it. You can also use the veto command mid-game to stop it immediately, or, and I try to give little warnings about when we're coming up on time, the encore command to say, you know what, I want to see a little more. And we go for another 15 minutes. There are also channel point rewards you can spend your garlic coin on to affect things as well, including the ability to outright choose the next game. I also have to give a continuing thank you to my buddy Rapukin, thanks to his generosity and the magic of Steam Share. I've added around 16, Jesus, that's the total. We're off to a great start, along with the jank. Added around 200 additional games to the randomizer, most of which I've never played, I've never seen, I've never even heard of them, so it just adds that much more delightful additional chaos. I've been doing this for a while now, and there are still plenty of games that we have yet to see. Slightly terrifying, I know. And a lot of them are Game Boy. I also have a prediction running if you'd like to gamble on what system will be rolled next, and I want to reiterate that I have changed a little bit about my mic setup for this stream, which I did test and it seems it's okay. But please, 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 please let me know if, like, things sound horrifically out of whack, like if you guys are getting, like, strong echo for some reason, or if I'm blowing you guys' eardrums out, or like if I completely overpower game audio, anything like that. Because I have done this before where I completely change how I'm doing audio, and I think it's fine, and then I go to stream, and it is very not fine. Also, welcome everybody. Hope your weekend is off to a good start. Mine is okay. I'm feeling a little lower energy, but I was like, you know what? It's not low energy enough to to cancel the stream. Seems good so far? Okay, I don't know, is there even, like, can you even hear a difference? Cause, like, to get into, like, how the sausage is made a little bit here, basically, I turned down the gain on my mic a lot and moved it a lot closer to me, which previously had resulted in, like, my audio sounding really blown the fuck out. But I managed to tweak it to a level where I think it's good? I think? Maybe a little more clarity. Okay, well, a win's a win, you know? Part of what I do around here is doing weird, funny little voices, so a little more clarity, probably a good thing. It is a low energy day, and I mean, it's getting cooler, like, it's moving into fall, so I think we're all fighting that hibernation instinct, Silvar. Like, I don't know if you saw, I did post in Madge's Discord that I woke up and it was, crap, what does that convert to in Celsius? Like 7 or 8 Celsius out when I woke up, and it was like, ah yes, it's only 45 degrees out. After so long of so many hot days, I'm so ready. But yeah, I am also drinking my favorite sugary sweet tea, so I might ride a sugar high to some increased energy. I don't know. Anyway, let's get Elmo down off the screen. Thank you as always for your service. Yeah, it's part of like my family lore that I was born in, like, there was a huge snowstorm outside right in the middle of February. And so I always ascribe that to just like, I am always very happy when it's like miserably cold out, and if it gets much above like 80, I'm like, I'm dying. I'm going to melt. This is awful. Terrible. Kill me now. I'm a little drama queen when it gets warm. Okay, good. Apparently the sound setup is not completely horrifically broken, though it occurs to me that shit, I'm gonna have to both my capture screens, I didn't duplicate this setup, so okay, that's fine. I can burn that bridge when I get to it. Probably. I've seen some like there's a couple that are in my in-person D&D group, and they got married in Alaska because they both grew up there, and they had pictures of their wedding, and like it struck me again, like Alaska is fucking beautiful. Yeah, I can't really, my job is work from home, but I can't really move out of the general area where I'm living now to keep that job. There is technically a process available for it, but I've heard from various official and unofficial sources in the organization that it has never been approved, like once. And I'm like, okay, great. So you just have it there to give people false hope. All right, I get it. Anyway, that prediction has closed, and it seems we are up and running, and all is well for now until the first thing inevitably breaks. So let's just get rolling. First game for tonight. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's just very different from the rest of the country because it's so far away from it. It's like Canada, but you don't have to live in Canada. Sorry to at least one Canadian viewer I have nothing against Canada. I'm sure Canada's lovely. I've been into Canada once. I love poutine. I grew up 100 miles from the border. I just like to take a few jabs. Ooh, that would be a mark against it, Silvar. I do not like me mosquitoes because they love my ass. Right, right. First up is Ys 3, Wanderers from Ys for the SNES, which I believe is... I know this is like a long-running RPG series that I've never really gotten into. I think they're action RPGs. So I will start to fire that up. Oh yes, the Gamba! Congratulations to Underground Antihero for betting on the SNES. Enjoy your garlic coin. So I will start to fire that up. If you'd rather we go for something else, let me know with a veto. Otherwise, I will have that in soon. Yeah, that's the impression I got, Repu. Like, every Ys fan I've encountered in the wild is like, what, you've never played Ys? It's the best series in the world. You have to play it. I'm like, whoa, okay. Farming early game bugs. Oh boy. I can't wait. Okay, so let's flip over to this screen. Why isn't that working? Why isn't that working? It's called Garlic Coin, Silvar, because the first time I did the Strong Bad voice, I was trying to do a Wario voice, and I ended up just doing Strong Bad. And so now, Strong Bad Wario, and I was talking about capitalism and Garlic Coin, is proprietary NFT, and it was like, that would be a funny name for, our channel points. Oh, wouldn't save? That's a shame. Oh, and please, 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 let me know with all the games, do I have a Spanish language ROM copy? I mean, my completely legitimate SNES cart? Well, 30 minutes on the clock, my fellow definite Espanol speakers. Let's play some Ys. Oh no. Wait, why is... This isn't just the start of the game, is it? Why is everything breaking today? No, this must just be the start of the game. Okay. So I'll try and flex my terrible Spanish to pronounce all this, even though I won't know offhand what it all means. Oh, algo terrible va... I can't read that in that short amount of time. Meanwhile, back at the Rocky Mountains... 1.5 men gaze out over the horizon. They are very enemy. Que te preocupa, Dogi? Bien. ¿Estás pensado en la pitonisa? Si estás tan preocupado... ¿Qué? Right? Exactly, Silvar. Guys, go to Blue Hair Hometown. Good enough for me. Okay, we are into... Oh, damn it. I saw Mister for a second. I was like, English? No. Why do I have a Spanish? This is probably from the same person that gave me Chavez and Chavez 2. Whatever. Señor Gardner, ha pasado mucho tiempo. Soy yo, Dogi. Desde el pueblo hace 10 años. Oh, so it's been 10 years since we've been back. I know some Spanish, kind of. Dogi, tú entonces solo eras un niño. ¿Niño? Y ahora eres todo un hombre. And now are the brothers? Nomigo habiendo conmigo. Adol, ¿qué estás haciendo? Vamos! You as red hair must defeat the anime villains. I am glad for your lore master powers. To let us know what's going on. Esto es Redmond. Señor Gardner, déjame que os presente. Este es Adol. Hemos viajado juntos en los últimos 2 años. In the last 2 years, something's been going on. Hemos oído una rara historia sobre el pueblo. Así que he venido para ver qué es de cierto. That's creatures, I know that one. Creatures han estado words. La cocina ha sido escasa. Algo muy muero está pasando. Pero con tu vuelta, el camino de la gente crecerá de nuevo. Adol, vamos? Adol, should we go? Okay, that was painful. Wanderers from East, why isn't this in Spanish? When the rest of the game is. Why not? Yes, we wander throughout the town. This is why we are the Wanderers from East. ¿Qué crees, Adol? ¿No es un bonito pueblo? Oh, perdón. Mira por dónde vas. Oh? ¿Eres tú, Dogi? ¿Eres tú, Elena? No te había words. Dogi, tú casi no has cambiado. ¿Tú crees? Bueno, ¿cómo hasta tu hermano? ¿Le va bien? Where is your brother? No le ha visitado en los últimos meses. Tengo prisa. Te veo luego. Imagine if someone has never tuned into me before and they just, like, hear this incredibly bad Spanish pronunciation coming out of my mouth. They're like, what is this? What is this guy doing? It'd be even better if I did do webcams. You'd just have bemused white guy in the corner, like, stuttering through Spanish. Literally posted in the Discord to warn people. Thank you for your service, Silvar. I promise the rest of them are in English, except for the ones that aren't, that are deliberately set up to be all Japanese ROMs. Yeah, that's, you can tell I've never booted up East 3 before. Hacía mucho tiempo que no nos viemos. Es curioso. It is curious. Why do I have a Spanish language version? The world may never know. Adol, me voy a la posada. We have control! I have a very awkward looking jump. Fantastic. Let's follow him in. Es bonita, Dogi. It's a nice house. Hace Hace mucho yo trabajé aquí. Han pasado 10 años y todo sigue igual. Okay. Whatever, let me go out and, like, try and fight stuff or something. There's anime nonsense afoot. Not the least of which is my ability to jump. Like, over doors. Like, at first I didn't think this was that much of a hop, but, like, clearly it clears some distance. ¿Qué es lo que pasa? Parece como si la mina de tigre haya sido invadida. ¿Un minero ha venido para informarnos? Okay, I'm just gonna start treating this like, because I don't speak Spanish enough to tell what's going on, I'm gonna treat this as when, like, I just have random games that are in all Japanese and I'm gonna start making up what's going on. So, this guy has fallen down and everyone has gathered around to point and laugh at him. Poor Edgar, you know, he's always just fallen down, and, like, he provides so much amusement and entertainment to his fellow man. People can't really hold it against him. He can't help that he's completely uncoordinated, but we decide as an outsider to take pity on him, and he asks, "Who are you?" Because he knows no one from the village would show him any mercy whatsoever. They would just point and laugh, but we're like, "Hey, we know you're Edgar." He's like, "Oh, thank you. You're not going to laugh at me." We say, "Well, don't count me out just yet." And we talk about our friend Dewey. Sure. And then a little chime plays, so I think I did good. The spearman watches us go, never to return. To the Mina Tigre. Oh. Left just completely left the map. Very well. Just getting a feel for that. Okay, we must not be in, like, combat mode yet. This is SNES reboot. And I have a Spanish version for some reason. Do I not have a sword yet or something? None of my buttons are making me swing a sword or anything like that. Do I have to... Oh, Equipo. Yeah, I have nothing equipped. Okay, so I gotta go back to town and get a sword. I gotta find the Kokiri sword. I know there are a ton of East games as well. You must buy equipment. That would make sense. I do have 1,000 gold. And my crappy Spanish should at least let me navigate through the shop menus, I think. Oh, here we go. This seems... Espada? Because I believe espada is sword. It does sound a little bit like Phantasy Star 2. Espada corta? 400 oro. So I can pick C or nothing. So I guess I'd better be ready to buy if I talk to this guy. C. C is apparently actually no. I'll buy the espada corta. Espada corta. Then, De Mala? I can't afford 1,500. This is how you can really tell that it's Spanish language, because they use the period instead of the, comma for that, which always struck me as weird, just because, you know, used to English. Oh, so am I just automatically equipped? Hippo. Ah, there we go. Now we're cruising. Okay, and I need to equip the... Okay, I think I have the armor equipped now. Alright. Let us go out to the killing fields, then. Okay, we have sword swing. Aerial combat options seem a little bit limited, but I can do a very spammable up stab. Sure, that'll be helpful. Very well, random critters. You shall die by my blade. Oh, come on. Really, they hit me? I'm dead. Yeah, well timed, Nate. I would... Oh! Yeah, I guess I didn't find anywhere to, save, eh? Oh, no. Well, we just get to watch the lovely anime cutscene again as I frantically mash the start button. Oh, God. Urge to Mito Rising. Yeah, this one might get taken off the rando list now that I know it's, you know, not in a language that I speak. There's certainly an argument to be made there. There's definitely an argument to be made there, like, I can bumble through some of them, like, usually I just, like, I'm stuck going around trying to make up the story of things. So while they're just wandering around and we're seeing things we already saw, I'm not normally one to, like, keep track of or even remember my dreams, but I had, like, and I'm not one that's big on, like, the early ones are kind of rough. Yeah, I mean, the fact that this came out in 93, at least the, like, visual style with them having, like, the pixel art, like, anime cutscenes, I consider very impressive. So that alone kind of makes me, like, interested in checking out, you know, a copy I can read to give them a try, because presumably if I could find the person who gave me a sword, then I'd do a little better, because I could buy better armor and, like, maybe some items or something. But, yeah, I don't really care that much about lucid dreaming, but, I can do a minor version of it, where, like, I can just, like, eject myself from any dream that I, like, get pissed off from, and I had a dream like that a few days ago, where, it was basically, like, the dream was setting up, like, I don't remember why. I was hanging out with these two girls, one who I knew, like, many years back, and kind of had a thing for, but never, like, did anything about it, one of those, you know? And she was, like, kind of flirting with me, and then the other girl, a girl I'd, like, heard about, but never actually met, also was flirting with me, and then Dreamy was, like, basically saying, oh, well, I'm into both of you, and the girls were like, we'll fight over you, and I was just like, no, this is cringe, and I got too angry about it, and just, like, hit my mental, like, force eject button and woke up, just immediately, like, it was the meme with, like, the like, closed eyes in bed, angry eyes in bed, that was me. Because I was like, this is going in a very stupid direction. Because Dream Me should not be rewarded for this stupid fucking anime protagonist behavior. Oh yeah, I have dreams like that every once in a while where you'll think you did something and then you dreamed it. That's the worst. I don't know what any of these mean. This is maybe the magic shop? Yeah, literally what happened. And I'm sparing you all some of the details because they were just too painful. Like, the dialogue my subconscious was dredging up was just like, no, do not, just do not. Desist. So yeah, and that is something that I had to, like, I cared a lot about, like, vivid dreaming for a while. I even talked to, no, I'll call him for what he is, a weirdo I was once acquainted with. I mean it in a very, like, in a friendly way, because he knew a lot about some very obscure subjects, but like based on some of the dreams I described to him, he thought I was like astral projecting in my dreams or something, but whatever, doesn't matter. Basically just I used to have really bad nightmares all the time, and so I just basically worked on lucid dreaming to just have this mental, just like, nope, eject button. And I can still do it, decades later. Though it instantly wakes me up, so I've been awake since like a little before 6 a.m. So I try to use it a little sparingly. Hello, Grandma, will you give me a sword? Something Robert. Okay, I will talk to Robert and he will give me a sword? I don't know. Okay, no one is here, apparently. I don't know, I used to be into a lot of, like, weird paranormal, occult type stuff. Or at least have an interest in it. I was always very skeptical of it, but I mean, I still have something of an interest in it, because I think it's a very interesting way to, like, kind of view the world, although frequently people just kind of, they're like, oh no, it's totally a thing because of this, but usually it's just, you know, cherry-picked evidence, and it's just, that could be any number of things that are way more likely. You know, apply a little Occam's razor here, please. Let me buy the, nope, I can't, nope, I cannot afford 8,000 oro. Which I believe oro is gold. So that's just a straight translation there. Okay, let's repeat the mistake. Wait, what about escudo? Madeira? Oh, that's only 200. Oh, a shield! A shield would be delightful, thank you. Okay, okay. So I can buy crappy armor, crappy shield, crappy sword. And maybe, like, I can get a healing item from the one other shop? First, I should make sure I have all this equipped. Nope, not like that. There we go. Because maybe with a shield, I'll die in not 2 seconds. Let me just find the, Airbus for herbs, maybe? Okay, that's 100. Okay, one... Yeah, medicinal herb. Perfect, okay. I have bought a full set of equipment and a medical herb. If Dragon Quest has taught me anything, this is enough to allow me to conquer. What is Deha? Uh-oh. Oh wait. Archivo? Is that save? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, 3, 2, 1, time to hope I don't die. As I head back into the mines. I think some of the East games have also gotten, like, remakes or remasters of some stripe. I imagine this one would probably be a lot more friendly to handle. I don't know, I can handle action games sometimes, but 16-bit they tend to be a little more brutal because there was just more of the, like, the arcade mentality, I guess you would call it, at that time. There we go. I have 2 ring. What is ring? Dungeon theme's kind of a bop, at least. Shit. Okay, let me test and see. Maybe if I go back to Blue Hair Man's house, maybe I can, like, rest at his house instead of going to an inn to heal up. Because I'd rather not use my herb if I can avoid it, because that costed 100 gold, and I only earned back 28. And I'd like to not have to completely start the game over again. Wait, my health regenerated? Okay, that's convenient. upstabbing the blue bee things. Yeah, that seems relatively effective. Good visual and sound, just hard. Yeah. And I'm not like... Even in my youth, I was never the best at, like, action-y games. And as an old man, forget it. I love the upstab. I can just keep spamming it. So wonderful. Boy, probably not because of how the game is structured, but it sure would be nice if I could get like a ranged attack or a bow or something. That'd be pretty neat. Is ring experience, maybe? Or maybe it's like MP or something. Also, why is the... Was this like a Spanish language fan translation or something? Because, like, the UI is still in English. Okay, whatever. If I stand around thinking about it, bees will murder me. Oh, hello. There's an Oni? Oh! I did not realize he was doing that much damage to me. Well, back we go once again. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm just... Okay, cool. Back in town. I don't know what made this time different, but I'll take it, I guess. Do you have any advice for me, guard man? Wise words, thank you. Not sure why I bothered. It's not like I was going to be able to understand it. You know, just never mind. All the times when it's clear the red-haired main character is speaking. We're just a stranger in a strange land here where we don't understand the language. And I'm just pretending to get by, and so far, I think they're buying it. But if there's one language I can speak, it's the language of murder. I lost all my ring and gold, though. That's not great. I see about farming the bugs, because just that second screen enemy was pretty brutal. The Blue Man Group. Come on over here, bugs. It'll be a great time. You definitely won't die immediately. To my superior upstabbing skills. Damn it. So this has got me kind of thinking of RPGs. I recently beat Baldur's Gate 3 off-stream. Sorry, that one was just a little too long. And, you know, literally everyone and their dog is doing it, so I figured that wouldn't be a good choice for his stream. And it's also, you know, so new that I could see, like, anyone interested in it might be like, oh, well, I probably don't want to spoil myself. But it's got me, like, it's got me kind of thinking, like, what other long CRPG that I have would I like to play, and I have some of the Pathfinder games. And I did character creation on one of them this morning, Wrath of the Righteous, which I think my buddy Ryan got for me. And I did not realize just how thrilled I would be rolling up a character that, unlike 5e, has, like, skill points, and, like, distributing those skill points for the skill system, not just like, oh, you add your proficiency bonus if it's a class skill. Which has always been my least favorite thing about 5th edition D&D. Like, 5th edition D&D does a lot of things right, but the skill system is just a hollowed-out shell of what it was. I mean, at least it's not 4th edition. At least it's not 4th edition. We can all agree on that. Hopefully. Because I played 4th edition once, and I thought, yep, never want to play this again. But 3.5 edition, that was what I learned to play D&D on, and I think that system is wonderful. It's very intimidating if you don't already know what you're doing, but it involves so much freedom for character creation. I mean, part of that is just, it was around for a long time, so there's a lot of supplements for it, but you could do some truly, truly wacky things. And it had interesting kind of decisions along the way, like, you know, if you were, say, a fighter and you got 4 attacks per round, like, those later attacks were a little less accurate than your starting attacks. And stuff like that. Okay, can I... Nope, I cannot use the Objectos. The Cosa. There we go. The objective now is to just not die before the segment ends. Well, not die again. You know, the third lack of death is the charm. That's the saying, right? Or something like that? East 3, en Espanol. God damn it. I mean, it's fine for, like, Chavez, because it's not an RPG. Oh, well. Last week, I feel like we didn't have enough, like, jank and weirdness. We had mostly, like, pretty good games that were either stuff that I, like, bought of my own free will on Steam, or were games that turned out pretty well, though I can't remember all of them. But, hey, now we have some jank. This is the other side of Shuffle Saturday. Not everything I have is gonna, like, work that well for me. Not saying that East is a bad game, mind, just, like... all this is just, like, upstabbing blue bees. Because I don't know what is going on beyond the quick summation that we got from Anti-Hero, where, like, there's evil! Go and defeat the evil! Which, like, you know... I'm sure that's accurate to what's going on, but we don't get a sense for, like, who our red-haired dude is, or, like, what his relationship to blue-hair man is, or, like, the one chick that showed up for, like, 2 seconds, what her deal is. And then Edgar, you know, what is the mystery of Edgar? But with only 2 minutes left, will we discover what the mystery of Edgar is? Yeah, that's, hey, level up. That's definitely the holy trinity of jank, for sure. God, the Chinese bootleg Game Boy Color fighting game was just truly peak. I miss it. I miss murdering men with that slime held in the old man's tackle box. And then the Game Boy Color RPG, where I accidentally, like, riffed on the story to the point that was accurate. It was like, oh yeah, he's in the way because he's drunk. And then, I think it was you, Repu, that was like, yeah, that's drunk. It was like, haha, I have read the visual cues correctly. But what if I die, just as a meme in the last minute? I think I've seen East 5 or maybe 6 played. I think that was on a Proton John stream. I think that came up once in one of his Saturday things. And it seemed like good, but not exactly my kind of game. That's sort of the impression I'm getting from this, too. I'm sure it's probably one of those where, like, gaining in power is very rewarding and everything, but I don't know. Anyway, this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. That's a taste of East 3 accidentally in Spanish, so now we're free from that. If you came in during this, I promise, most of my games are in English, and I can read what's going on in them. I have around 1,600 games loaded into this randomizer here. I'm going to roll one, and we'll play that for the next 30 minutes. If you don't like what comes up, let me know with an exclamation mark veto. We will gamble on the next one. I want to, like, get into one that I feel like I can fully experience, so I don't want to belabor the transition. Next up shall be Dragon Dance for the Game Boy Color. I swear sometimes the fortune cookie is sentient and can hear when I say, like, I'd like a good game, and it's like, how about some bullshit on Game Boy Color you've never heard of? And I'm like, But hey, we'll give it a try. So we'll start to load that up. And we'll find out what that is together. Oh boy, 3 followers on Twitch. You know it's a good game. Maybe it raises your attack and speed by 1 stage. You know, you'd think I'd remember that at this point from all the nuzlocking I'd done. This looks bad. Oh boy. Dragon... No, not Dragon Warrior. God, I would love to do Dragon Warrior. I'm so tempted to just, like, play a Dragon Quest game through on stream. I don't know how well that would go through. Anyway, let's flip over to here. And okay, that looks good. We'll have sound in a second. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Dragon Dance. Oh, and I need to... Sorry, I hadn't adjusted my microphone. Should be good. Sorry, that was probably super quiet for the first bit. But surely the most recent one is incredible. Dragon Quest XI is really good, actually. I think it's the 3rd best in the series that I've played. Why no sound? Why is everything breaking today? Do we just not have sound? Oh, there we go. Okay. BGM is on. What? You know what? Whatever. I'm not gonna question it. We have sound now. That's good enough for me. Let's get into Dragon Dance. Stage 1. When... Oh, is it just a... Oh, is it just a... Oh, it's just a brick breaker. But with, like, a weird coily dragon as your paddle. T is good? Question mark? It's just Breakout. Yeah. And I have no problem with that. I don't mind Breakout. Very relaxing. Though, oh my god, this is slow. Hey, there we go, there we go. I mean, here I was worried when Silvar said it looks bad. Yeah, the wiggly paddle is kind of neat. Like, you can't just hang there where you know the ball is going to go to. Keeps you a little more involved. But if that's, like, the only twist it has going on, I don't know that it's really going to be enough to, like, let it stand out from it just being Breakout. Also, I like how we do the Ouroboros thing when we just stand still. Oh, S is speed. P is... No, it... Oh, I'm fire now. I look much worse. Oh, can I just... Oh. Okay. The ability to just, like, shoot blocks. That's cool. I like that. Fire when ready. Superpower your paddle. Yeah. I could stand with the speed being a little higher, but this is fine. Oh, it's a Natsume game. I must have missed that when I was getting it fired up. Good old Natsume. I feel like I'm always, like, surprised by everything that's a Natsume game, unless it's Harvest Moon. I'm like, wait, they make other games? Harvest blocks. Oh, crap, I missed the T. the D. I'm running out of time because the ball is slow as hell. Can I, like... Oh! Oh! Select controls the ball speed. Oh, and every time the ball falls down, the dragon gets smaller. So I can go super quick mode and just launch ball after ball, but... Okay! Now I'm into it. Okay, I'm not sure what... Select is a weird choice for a main-like control to be, and now I am Tiny Dragon. Time over. Okay, but now I know how it works. Though I'm not sure I'm into, like, Because can I, like, I assume... No, start is just a pause, so I don't have any way to speed down. Select just cycles through the speeds in order. Still, it's good for this initial part when it's shit. Where I just need to, like, stay on top of the ball and have it, just carve through the initial layer. Actually, 3 seems like a good, like, baseline speed. And I can speed it up once it's, like, you know, just going in between the layers. Okay, there we go. Power! Oh, come on, get in there. Yeah, giving more powers to your paddle is cool. I like this. I don't think I've ever seen a Breakout game that does this. And then I think that flame power I have is charged up by the meter up top, which is just like, yeah, now I am Fire Dragon, and I can just shoot shit. I can just carpet bomb the entire stage and just get it done. Who needs the ball? I can just shoot things. Yeah, it's like you fill up the fire meter and it's like, alright, you just win. This is nice. I like this. I dig it. Yeah, I didn't trust it, but now that I, like, understand what's going on a lot better, I'm into it. T is time. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, get that. Oh, I already have firepower. Oh! Oh, I create another platform. That's cool. I definitely need to use that better than I used it just there. So let me, like, launch it up there. And it's nice that I can just get right back into where I was. Yeah, this game is neat. I like it. This is way better than the average Game Boy Color game I play. Oops. Yeah, get up there. No, get up there. Would have helped if I hadn't, you know, screwed up my initial launch. It's super comfy, yeah. Oh yeah, also, I linked the recipe, well, technically it was a video explaining the recipe, but, I tried out a new dish recently. I guess it's a Mexican dish, chicken tinga, which I had never heard of before, so I had, like, was half convinced it was, like, bullshit. So I asked my little brother, who is a culinary school trained chef and is, married to, a lady who's Hispanic and also, like, went to culinary school, and it was like, hey, is this a thing? He's like, oh yeah, I've never had it, though. Really good. Made for very tasty tacos. I'm super into it. Basically just, like, spicy, tomatoey sauce around, like, shredded chicken. I like it a lot. And, you know, for once it's a chicken thing I can make in the Instant Pot that's not using chicken breasts. You know, the literal worst way you can have chicken. Like, I have a few recipes that use chicken breast and make them good, but that's in spite of, not because of, the base meat, you know? Give me that time up. Or time bonus, rather. Time up sounds like I'm running out of time. Alright, let's go right into the middle of the thing here. Yeah! Totally. And, like, I'm not buying the good meat anymore, because it's way too expensive. And, you know, it's probably for the best. For a while, I think, I was getting a little too used to... Oh? Boss dragon? Hello? Bring it on! Oh. Not a boss fight? Very well. Yeah, I think for a while I was getting a little too used to, like, just buying meat on the regular, basically. And I think, you know, my body's been sending me a few signals that, like, hey, maybe cool it, particularly on the red meat. You know, I certainly don't think I have, like, Lyme disease or anything, thank God, but, I've just been trying to cut back on it, you know. It's supposed to be better for, the environment and everything anyway. It's just a matter of, like, because I have a really bad tendency to, like, snack very, very, very heavily if I don't feel full. So it's just a matter of finding recipes that use either, like, less meat that's cheaper, or, like, vegetarian recipes that still don't leave me feeling like I need to, like, stuff my stupid fat face full of food beyond, like, the meal, which is never a good thing. And I'm guilty of that way too much if I let myself fall into it. Part of that has been, like, got a bread maker again, and I've been making my own bread, which is delicious. Need to make myself a new loaf overnight, because I'm nearly out. Yeah. Yeah, for a while I was, For a while, I was making a lot of these, salmon sandwiches, which were delicious, but, like, I looked at, the salmon I was always buying, and kind of, like, looked into the company a little more, and I was like, ooh, I should probably not. There's a reason why it's cheap. And, like, just beyond the environmental impact, apparently the sourcing was not so good. Yes, destroy it all! Go, 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 go! Give me the D! That's probably bad if I get hit by that. The dragon appears to us once again. He says, good job, or... Oh, he, like, heals me, because I'm longer now. Hey, whatever. I'm an openly bi mess. That one ain't even gonna bother me. Been a while since I've been, like, down bad for a guy game character on stream, although if I were streaming Baldur's Gate 3, you bet it'd be happening for Asterion, because, oh man, he's such a disaster and a little shit gremlin boy, and I love him for it. Come on, just gotta get these few. Be really nice if I could trigger the firepower right about now. It seems that the Eternal Dragon from Dragon Ball Z came along and healed me instead of me getting that power, which I don't know if I'm a fan of. I don't need that time. I need to break the blocks. Shit. Oh god, I'm like a tiny little tadpole now. I'm like, I'm still a dragon! I'm small, but I'm still a dragon! And everyone's like, really? This is what a dragon looks like? I'm like, don't worry about it. Okay, so I need to launch it in the up here shit. Give me that time. whatever. I'll just be able to restart with, like, a reasonably sized dragon. You know, they say size doesn't matter, but when you get right down to it... These are gifts I am giving, chat. I can't believe Vimbert would take this innocent little dragon game and turn it into something so filthy. Have you met me? Well, actually most of you haven't, I guess, but you know what I mean. I have the firepower. Featured clip of the day. Sure, why not? Carpet bomb it all! Okay, there we go. The power. Firepower that. That falls down. And shoot, and shoot. It was corrupting my poor virgin ears. Truly a tragedy. Ooh, this is gonna be annoying because I have to hit it above the ice before anything can happen. Oh, and that means I can't just... Well, wait, I can probably melt those with firepower. Come on, okay. We can start... God damn it. And the fact that the dragon is, like, coiling a little bit... Okay, there we go. Now we got something. Yeah, okay. No. Keep speeding up. Give me that time up. A visit from the Eternal No, this is a different dragon. Give me your blessing, mighty dragon. As I see a spider scuttle across my desk. Is this good? Do I like this? Oh, yes I do. I just get a lot of the blocks destroyed for free. That works for me. Oh yeah, I also wanted to, while I'm just kind of vibing here, breaking the blocks, I thought of a new, like, obviously, Pentiment is kind of like the game playthrough, series project for the moment, on stream, but I thought of something for next time when I, like, have a few ideas of games I want to play. I might do a stream where I kind of structure it a little bit like Shuffle Saturday, where I give every game that I want to play, like, maybe 40 minutes or something out of a small selection, and just, like, play through the opening little bit, just to give both me and y'all watching, like, a little more of a sense of, like, what are the games I'm thinking of giving a try? Because I think that could be kind of neat, because it could... Yeah, sample platter. I had thought of, like, demo reel before remembering that that's a thing that Doug Walker did, and I was like, ooh, probably not. Sample platter's good. I've been trying to think of, like, appetizer platter, or, like, was something like sample platter. Damn it, I can't remember now. I wrote it down somewhere, but yeah, basically sample platter. Sample... Oh my god, the coiling. The coiling. It screwed me! See, now this feels a lot easier than the last map I had. Yeah, and, Silvar, you've never been here when I've done a shuffle machine, have you? That one makes use of save states. Rare though it is that we have something else come up. Because that game is like, okay. That's something I do instead of Shuffle Saturday every once in a while. I haven't done one in a while, so we're probably about due. That is one where I load up, just every ROM I can get my hands on, so it's more than the ones I have, for Shuffle. It's like 1900 or something, and I have them switch automatically, in a time between every 10 seconds and 10 minutes. So I have no idea what game is coming next. I have no idea how long I'm going to be on the current game. So it results in shit like, you know, I hear an opening theme I recognize, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get to play Advance Wars! And then 9 seconds later, it switches to, like, a fucking Wheel of Fortune game for the NES, and I'm like, no, we were right there. We were so close to greatness. But no, I do keep the in-game saves for everything that comes up. Just, you know, a lot of this stuff, it doesn't tend to come up again, though every once in a while, something will. Like, Sonic Adventure 2 did last week, although I think, someone vetoed that. I think that might have been you, actually, Silvar. So we didn't end up continuing on that save. But yeah, we're not always starting over from scratch, just... I have so many games, and there's only so much stream that I do, that repeats aren't super common. And, you know, every once in a while, a game that I stream here, I'll be like, I could do a whole series of that. Like, that's what happened with Pentiment. So it was like, this game is awesome. And I was pretty sure I would like it, but now I'm certain that I do. Because I got just enough of that hint. Okay, Bonefish. Okay, great. Got it done. There really doesn't seem to be any downside to just, like, dying immediately and resetting my health. True, Secret Agent Barbie has come up a lot. And that is not due in any way to any deliberate rigging of the randomizer by me. In no way, shape, or form. You can trust me, I'm the most honest streamer on the platform. Just ask me. Actually, one of the great things about the fortune cookie is that it's very, very, very difficult to rig. If I did, it would be extremely obvious. Like, there are definitely ways, and I've thought about doing that for, like, a gag here and there. Like, I think there was... I think a Shuffle Saturday fell on, like, an April Fool's one time, or, like, close to it, and it was like, haha, yeah, I could do that. But then I was just like, This is fun because I keep it honest, and I'm not just like, okay, it's that game that I like and we all liked, you know? We get to have the joy of discovery when something good comes up, and we have the camaraderie of surviving some of the crappier games in my catalog together. Like this game. Not one of the crappy games, obviously. This is one of the gems, but like, if I was rigging this whole process, we wouldn't be playing this. Nah, I would have had like an old reliable come up, like, say, Secret Agent Barbie, or, oh, what was the Detective Barbie one? It was, like, Barbie High School Mystery. Basically, it would be funny to somehow do one of the rigging things once where it was just, like, the oops, all Barbie. Shit, I could do a shuffle machine like that. I could call it Barbie Bingo or something. Alright, the dragon is gonna get rid of some blocks for me, which should just win me the stage, maybe? Nope. Okay, so that dragon appears to get rid of exactly half of my remaining blocks, because there were only 4 left and he got rid of 2. So that was really quite bad. Oh well. God, I'm just thinking about Dragon Quest now, going back to what I was talking about when I loaded the game up. I want that 2D HD remake of 3 so bad. It's my yeah. Sorry, the classics, but it is my second favorite game in the whole franchise. It's so good. And it deserves the love. Like, have we had remakes of it before? Yes, but the thing was originally an NES game, you know? We can have another one. It really did just disappear, and I'm very mad about it. Like, I hope it's not one of those where they just hope we'll forget, and they're just, like, soft screwing it over. Like they kind of tried to do with Advance Wars Reboot Camp, where they just had some bullshit like, oh, there is war happening in the world, so we can't release War Game. And then they just, like, gave it no publicity or promotion when it dropped, and also forgot to give it real multiplayer. It's a beautiful game. When can I have it? No. Square Enix is like, sorry, we wasted all our money on, betting on NFTs being the future, and, oops. Yeah, if I can bounce it here, and then bounce it like that? Shit. Geometry was never my strong suit. Okay, and now the power is gone. That's fine. I still have 20 seconds, though. All is not yet lost, just, like, close. Fuck. Come on. Come on, you dang ball. At least get... Okay, I got one. Time. Time very important. Time very important. Yeah, I don't even, like... What has Square been, like, put... I guess... I figure their big focus is probably, like, Final Fantasy 16, which I also have heard, like, nothing about, but I just ascribe that to it being in PlayStation jail. Where it's like, oh, you know, directed by Yoshi P, blah, 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 all these things. Oh, by the way, it's real-time combat, and I'm like, ugh! And then just nothing. Nothing about it ever since. No details. No nothing. I've heard... like, nobody talking about it. Like, I know friends that I know own it, and I just heard nothing about it, good or bad, which is weird for such a major release. Like, I feel like I heard way more about, like, Stranger of Paradise when that game was coming out than Final Fantasy 16, which is, like, mainline, which, like, yeah, Stranger of Paradise had the memes, it had chaos, but... like, it's not exactly like Final Fantasy is some obscure thing. It's a major gaming property. Come on. Alright, firepower. Let's get rid of some of this. No! It was the other firepower. Okay. I thought it was just gonna be able to melt the ice. Crypto is... yeah. There were definitely, like, tech applications you could, that could be seen for it. Just, like, people tried to adapt it into something that it was not. There's, like, a little gnat. Yeah, I feel like the same thing is gonna happen with, a lot of AI generation, in that, like, ChatGPT is mostly just gonna be used for, like, shitty advertising copy and, like, YouTubers like, Doug, making silly memes with it. Versus, like, you could... warning? Boss fight? Okay. Okay, boss that looks like it's straight out of Link's Awakening. Let's tango. Time is infinite. Okay. So I don't really gotta worry about much, so long as I dodge his very... heavily telegraphed attack. Oh, but I gotta worry about the ball. But yeah, the blockchain could have had some interesting, interesting applications, but that's not what it ended up being used for. At least, as far as I ever heard. Shit. Oh, really, Nate? I mean, to be fair... I guess I could kind of say the same. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy X. 12 I absolutely despised. 11 I never tried. Was it... oh, come on. Actually, no, I'm just gonna die. This is off to a bad start. And I have infinite lives anyway, so who cares? But I guess I fell off a little later, because... I skipped 11 and 12. Well, I played 12. I purchased Final Fantasy 12 like 4 separate times in my life because I was like, you know what? This is a series I've loved. I probably just wasn't in the right headspace at the time. I probably didn't give it like a fair shot. And every time I'm like, no, actually, I hate this. The characters are stupid, the combat system is bad, it's very grind heavy, and it just feels like it's trying to be an offline MMO, but not in a fun .hack way. Hey, is that in box? I really like Final Fantasy X, though, and actually, Final Fantasy 13 is a weird entry, but I like it. 13-2 is a game. I think Lightning Returns is excellent. I was a big fan of Final Fantasy 14 for a long time, but I just don't... My reflexes aren't good enough to take part in, like, raiding anymore. And it's great for just, like, messing around and, like, cosmetic stuff. But I crave a little bit more than that out of MMOs I'm gonna play. Yeah, and then, like, 15 came out and I was like, yeah, this doesn't really appeal to me. That, you know, like, I loved the original Tactics, and then Tactics Advanced, like, I enjoyed it as a kid, but then Tactics A2 came out, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of bad. So I don't know, it's been like a slow death of interest for me for the series. Oh, crap. I've been so caught up in the comfy dragon vibes that with only 1 minute left, will I be able to defeat this boss? Yeah, I was always fine with the ATB. Oh yeah, 7R. Yeah, everything about 7R has just been like a pile of no for me. The few cutscenes I've seen, like, the voice acting all sounds really good. Like, Tactics Advance is good. It's just not as good as the original Tactics. And I shouldn't hold that against it, but I do. I really do. Yeah, the story seemed very silly, and the fact that it set it up by the fucking Kingdom Hearts guy just made me go like, oh, okay, so I don't have to respect it in any way. Neat. Anyway, this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. Lee Scott passed the first boss. If you're just coming in, we're moving on to a new game now. That was a little bit of a taste of Dragon Dance. Delightful little game. Yeah, I don't, like, Really? You liked it less? Huh. I think there's definitely some nostalgia for Tactics for me, but, like, it has a much more involved story, even if the translation's pretty dodgy. I feel like the job system allows for more experimentation. I don't know. It's all ultimately up to a matter of taste, I suppose. Anyway, we're moving on from Dragon Dance. Though actually, I guess I can continue going into this a little bit while I allow y'all to bet on what system will be rolled next. Oh, the different species? Yeah, that always kind of annoyed me a little bit because I just wanted my humans to be able to change to every class, or like have a Viera Paladin or something. Like, why? Or, like, you know, can the Moogles have more than, like, 3 jobs? Please? It felt a little bit limiting to me, I guess. WOTL? WOTL. Why can't I think of what that stands for? WOTL. Yeah, but I don't know. I think Final Fantasy was like very... Oh, War of the Lion. Sure. Yeah, that one... I had problems with just the animations chug so much on that one, and it's a shame. Though it did get the better translation. I don't know. It's like you have to have a trade-off for every variation of the game. Or something. User-made patch. Okay, that's good. And I imagine, you know, if you emulated it, it'd probably be fine. Maybe. That would be the PSP version. Or I think the version that they have out on phones now, but... Yeah, I think kind of like... Final Fantasy hasn't moved, like, more past the PS2 era, like... I started discovering Dragon Quest more. Like, I'd played Dragon Quest as a lad, but I started discovering the later ones. Like, I played 8 and I played 9 and I was blown away. I went back to 3. I was like, this has held up incredibly well. Yeah, it was a remake. It was a remake. Ah, well done, chat. All two of you both bet on PC and Steam. I'll just do a refund on that one, since you would just get your points back if you won. Fixes it thankfully. Okay, that's good. May have to get into that myself at some point. All right, so next up for Shuffle Saturday shall be Titan Quest on Steam. Yeah, the A2 character who's just such a nothing character. I have heard of this game. I think it's a Diablo clone is how I've heard it described. But I've never played a Diablo game, so I have no idea if I'll like this or not. How long is that download gonna take? Not too bad. Okay, I'll download that. No, I've never played Diablo. Which made it awkward for me. I've played WoW on and off throughout my life. I'm currently messing around here and there a bit in WoW Classic because they have the hardcore, like you die, you have to delete your character, you can't resurrect, which has made it really interesting. But WoW introduced something where it was like a way where you could replay dungeons but make them harder, and everyone was just like, oh yeah, it's like vortexes in Diablo. I'm like, I've never played Diablo, so I don't know what that means. They would just say, oh, like 10 different people. That was all the conversation went. They made no attempt to explain it further until he was like, oh yeah, it's like you do this, this, and this. I was like, oh, that took 30 seconds. Why the hell didn't anyone else answer me? Did they think I was lying? Okay, we have a veto from Nate. So I'll mark that one off, and we'll go for something else. Instead of Titan Quest, we will play Sterling Sharp End to End for the SNES. Whatever that is. Sterling Sharp End to End. Another 3... Oh no, it's a sports game. Well, still the SNES. The SNES. It could be good. I have hope. It would be like the vortexes, so just imagine that. Oh, of course. How silly of me. Sterling Sharp End to End. There we go. Let's flip over to this screen. Alright, 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Sterling Sharp End to End. Some football! And I mean American football. Well, obviously, I gotta play end to end. Why is the B button confirm? Terrible. Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Chicago. Are there any teams I care about a little bit? Oh, hey, Denver. Sure, I'll play as what is my home team, and then we'll play against Detroit. Actually, those jerseys are pretty similar. I'm gonna get confused. We'll go with San Francisco. I call tails. The suspense. Hey, got it. Obviously, I'd like to receive. Which side do you elect? Oh. They picked the side with the wind, the bastards. Hug it, chug it, football. And there's the kick. Number 22 returning. Gets brought down at the 10-yard line like a loser. Okay, obviously we're gonna go for the shotgun, and post. I don't know what that means. I don't really know football.
Green, 16, 22.
Hike! Pass to A. Oop. Oh, that's neat in that they, like, okay. Okay, it has, like, the few options for me to pass. Okay. I form... Blast fake? I don't know what the hell any of these are.
Green, 33, 39.
The blast fake! Ooh, that did not go well. It's not confusing, I just, like, I feel like I have no... Let me try the run and shoot, because I want to go for pass plays. A switch?
Green, 28, 33.
Hoot! Okay, we accidentally made it a running play. 1 yard gain! Christ. This is terrible. Wait, how do I kick? Punt. There we go. Fire it way up there. Only a 1 yard return. Okay, we got him pretty quick. So obviously here we're gonna go for the nickel. Yeah, the nickel. That's all you guys need to know.
Blue, 35, 8.
Oh, hey, nice job, AI. I mean, I think I only played football like a couple times in PE growing up as well. And it was always just like flag. We never did contact football. But we would play soccer a decent amount.
Blue, 34, 41.
But the schools I went to were not like super typical because they were small. Damn! This defensive AI is just like... I don't even need to do anything. I can just sit here and vibe while I don't have possession, I guess. The nickel keeps working, so let's do the in charge.
Blue, 44, 22.
Audible. Who am I? Ah, crap. Ugh. As punt return. There we go. Oh, is that good? Yeah, kick is good. Damn. Okay, well, you know, we're on the back foot for now, but I can come back. Curse you, San Francisco! It's also the two major cities that I've lived in my life. We kick... Or, right, we're returning. They just scored. Oh. Go, 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 go. Ugh. Well, 9 yard return. Better than the AI did. I've not watched a lot of, we'll do the iSet Blast. Not watched a lot of football in my life either.
Green, 22, 39.
Hoot, hoot, hoot. Wait, what was that? Okay, I'll just run over here if y'all idiots are gonna let me. Or not. Yeah, when I was growing up in Nebraska, there was a big deal, like, the college team we had, the Huskers, was pretty good. And it was just like an excuse to just sit around and eat a bunch of food and just stare at the TV. And that was fine. I basically treated, okay, I need to stop hitting A. Because that apparently just completely changes the everything. See, what I don't like is, like, when they tackle me, they just shove me back, like, 8 yards every time they get me. which is nonsense. Oh, okay, put in number 2. I got faith in what's his name. Basically the same when, like, I've gone to a few Super Bowl parties, but, like, I rarely have any idea who's playing unless Denver has happened to make it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just here to, like, eat food and just hang out. Which is always very funny, because the football people are always very pissed off. Because I blatantly do not care about the game. Let's do a run and shoot ace in, I guess. I just hope everyone has fun. Why couldn't I pass there? Nice play. 3-yard gain. You know, I don't think that's accurate. Oh, was that the 4th down? Crap. Well, that's bad. That.
Green, 39, 34.
You know, when it comes to sports, I don't care. I just really don't. I got into baseball a little bit for a while.
Red, 22, 28.
But not like that much. Okay, let me be this guy. So I can just... Or not. Short gain. It's like when they're like, it's 4th and inches. Let me go for 3, 4, and, you know, we gotta do that W blitz. The George W. Blitz.
Red, 39, 44.
Miss. Good. Also, this is so unrealistic to football, because there would have been like 6 flags thrown by now, and also we would have had the actual game would have halted for commercials for the TV broadcast. You know, I'm not halting for... Oh, they're just going for the field goal? Fair enough. Oh, they fucked it, though. Good. No good! I just get it now, then, right? Yeah, I just get it. The run and shoot seems to usually work, I guess.
Blue, 39, 16.
Okay, or I can get sacked before I get a chance to pass the ball. That works too. Yeah, 11... Like, the ad just has the ability to just, like, force push me way back every time they get me. It's so dumb.
Blue, 16, 28.
And, like, that never happens with my guys. What are they doing? Oh, he could go all the way! Attaboy, 33. Look at his little victory dance. Okay, the stop clock, punt fake? I don't know. Like, fake like we're going for the... Wait, I thought this was a fake, though. Yeah, we go it. Oh. I wanted those 2 points, though. Oh well, it's fine. Damn it. It's only the first quarter. We're not gonna... We are not going to finish a full game here. I think I'm good with that, but... You know, it's football. It's fine if you like it, but I don't.
Green, 28, 16.
Oh, fumble. Ah, recovered by the offense. Damn it. Their fans all celebrated. Curse them. We go for the 3-4 and the W blitz. Just everybody rush in and just beat the shit out of them.
Red, 39, 35.
Oh, nice job, number 90. Excellent. Sack by number 90, 14-yard loss. Oh, we did an injury on their quarterback. Excellent. Completely accidentally, of course. Alright, they're probably going to go for like a pass play. So let me try to set up for like a pass defense.
28,
Maybe?
33.
I think that's what I've done. Oh, damn it, AI. Well. Where they organize all the files on your PC for you. I guess? I feel like I would be way too paranoid to trust such a business with, like, access to my files is the only thing. And I feel like I keep pretty decent track of files on my PC, at least personally. I'm not an organized person in, like, in the terms of my, like, physical spaces, but when it comes to, like, my digital files, I am very particular about what goes where, even if that, like, makes no sense to people. Like, my brother was once over, and, like, I was showing him kind of, like, sort folders from 2017. Oof. Yeah, folders from 2017 to sort. Yikes. Okay, we do run and shoot, ace in, I guess.
Blue, 8, 34.
But, my brother was once over, and he was kind of curious about, like, what I do to, like, stream, because he's watched my streams a couple of times. He doesn't really get it, but he gets that, like, the basics of it. And I was showing him, like, okay, yeah, and I have all my stuff here that oh, I didn't select the right thing. And here's all where I keep all the files, and he was like, why is that folder named Oh God, Oh No, Oh Fuck? I'm like, oh, that's where I keep all my streaming stuff. Don't worry about it. Oh, he's down there! Oh. Thought I saw an opening. Because I named the folder that when I was just starting streaming, where I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. And I have carried that energy forward, I believe. We go with the I-form blast.
Blue, 22, 16.
I always wonder when they call out, like, the numbers, like, do those mean, like, any— Oh! We had a decent play there. Why boo? Why you booing me? I got a first down. I guess I am the visiting team in this scenario. So it makes sense the crowd that's there is not rooting for me. Well, you know what? We got that mile-high energy. We got that high-altitude training baked into our city. Your pathetic, weak San Francisco Stadium is no challenge to us. I'm sure San Francisco is a very lovely stadium. I've never seen it. You know, never cared to even drive by when I was living in the area, because it was like, whatever. That was more like just in the Bay Area than, right, I keep forgetting, don't hit A. It was more in the Bay Area than in the city, like, proper. Let's hit it, or get sacked before I can, damn it. Shut up, Packers player. Yeah, it was more in the Bay Area. It was rare that I would go into the city. Just because I was very broke at the time. And just mooching off my then boyfriend. And he was like, why would you want to go into the city? It's dirty. The one time we did, it was like, yeah, it is pretty dirty. Okay, and so once again, I must kick it away. Very well, special teams, punt. Oh god, they sent me back so far. Yeah, a lot of the people that I talked to when I lived there who were like, had lived there all their lives or whatever, seemed to very much like living in San Francisco. But, I don't know. Ultimately, just kind of like a place. The places where I live, like, on their own merits don't matter that much. Why did we knock him forward? God damn it. But yeah, I did go through one of the roughest parts of San Francisco, a neighborhood called the Tenderloin. Boy, that was something to see. No, I need the... Oh, crap. What formation are we going with, then?
Green, 22, 16.
And, you know, now I wouldn't want to live there because it has the state... Just the entire state of California has a habit of just, like, catching on fire a lot. Though it seems like it's gotten better. Because, you know, Denver has not been coated in smoke that much this summer. As opposed to, like, what was going on last year when I felt like there were so many days where I just couldn't breathe because it was so smoky. Got a nice tackle. Damn, 12-yard loss. That's crazy. Though I guess kind of the trade-off for that, seems my friends up north have been getting plenty of smoke from the fires happening up... Well, I don't know if you're in neck of the woods exactly, Silvar, but just Canada in general. Lots of... No! Damn it. Stop celebrating. Unsportsmanlike. Special teams. Punt rush, because they're probably going to kick... Oh. Oh, they screwed it up. No good. It's really only been 20 minutes on this game, huh? It's, I mean, it's a perfectly competent football game, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of a football game. Like, I don't even know, like, even for the time, what would have stood out about this one. I guess it had the endorsement of Sterling Sharp, whoever he is. Maybe he was a big deal in his day. I have no idea. I assume he's the Packers guy who pops up from time to time to be like, good play. Well, that was a bust. 1-yard loss. Pro set. V stretch? I have no idea what I'm doing with setting these formations. Basically, I just want to try more passes, because I keep accidentally setting it to runs, and then none of it works. Oh, shit. Okay, I guess we're running now. Trying to recoup some money on licensing. Oh, after an injury ended his career. I see. Yeah, not every football player can be like John Elway in terms of like name recognition and merchandising and stuff. That's a Denver example, so that's why I know him. I've not been paying attention to the downs. Are we on 4th down? We sure are, and we're still 4th and 10. All right. Send that punt. So we have a Madden at home game. Ooh, that's too bad. Poor Sterling. His game probably did not sell too well. Short loss on return by number 21. Yeah, it seems I played... I don't know which one. I think it may have been like Madden 96 or something for the SNES. many, 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 many years ago, and this looks like that, but, like, worse, is the impression I get. So, yeah, that seems pretty dead on. But it's end to end. Let's go for the nickel. RW Man. Surely that will be a good fit for the play that I can definitely tell they're trying to make here. It's like, I feel, literally, I'm just gonna, like, set, the plays and then set the controller down. Because I'm just, I can't do anything in terms of defense. Like, I can never get my dude there. Alright, we are just gonna be number 58 here. I'm just gonna hold the down button so we slam into the line. Yep. Made no difference. I'll just control one of the linemen. And just, like, have him smash into it. Yeah, we'll be number 99 here, and I will literally not push anything and see how the play goes. And we'll find out together. See? What a great play. I'm an excellent defensive player. Can't get anything going offensively, but my god, this Denver defense just truly cannot be stopped.
Red, 35, 22.
In fact, I even saw my dude... Yeah, my dude automatically moved. So, like, why do anything if it's just gonna automatically move the player I'm controlling anyway on defense? Why do anything? I remember having, like, some impact on the outcome of a play. As, when I was playing that Madden game, but this just feels like an exercise in nihilism. Where nothing really matters. But hey, I managed to punt it back to myself. Somehow. Oh no, wait, they were punting. See, this is how little attention I'm paying to the game that I'm like, oh, I was punting and I got it back. Why are you booing me? I'm good. I'm really not. Okay, so that play worked. What if I just spammed that one? I don't even remember what it was. Let's try one back. Isolation.
Green, 60, 39.
The one thing I will give this game is that it has delightful, like, just bit-crushed voices. I'm always a sucker for that. Always something to be said for those crappy, super early voices. Let's give it the slant. I don't know what the slant is, but I like the sound of it.
39, 35.
Oh. Chat tracker died. It was about due for that. Sorry if I missed anyone. Play safety, look for someone getting their word. He almost got a sack there. Really? Yeah, I'm just whatever, que sera sera with this. Let's try the pro set and the TE option. I remember when the Huskers were good, they liked to run option plays.
41,
So, let me try option and see if that means they leave me alone until I pass the ball. It does not. Turns out I don't know what these plays mean. Because I get it, like, the arrows are where they go, but this run and shoot I thought meant, like, a pass play, but some of these are just not. They're just not.
Blue, 44, 34.
This looked like a pass. Or maybe not. Or maybe I just go. I don't know what anything is here, but hey, I got a nice play from Mr. Sharp, so there we go. We're gonna go end to end. Wait, what do you mean turnover on downs? Didn't I get like a 14-yard gain? God damn it. It was a pass, but I bamboozled them. I did that like completely accidentally, I guess, so good job me. They're like, what is Denver doing? This doesn't make any sense. I'm like, yes, that was obviously my plan, and you didn't pick up on it. But with only 2 minutes left, will I even be able to finish a single goddamn quarter?
Green, 39, 41.
Yeah, and I'm like, I had them pass up, appear for me a couple of times without me doing anything. And so, like, I thought that would just happen automatically once my receivers were, like, deep enough. But then a few of these plays, I was just, like, sitting with my dick out, back behind the line, and then just nothing would happen. I'd be like, all right, I guess I'm rushing then. Yeah, whatever they do to get that to happen is definitely what needs to... That's definitely the thing. Exactly, Nate. This is how we bamboozle them. Total chaos. I mean, on defense, it's pretty conventional because defense is an exercise in nihilism where I have no effect over the outcome. But yeah, on offense, I have no idea what I'm doing, so they can't either. I'm just gonna push some buttons. We'll do a punt fake and see how much this fucks them up. They're like, wait, they're on first down. What do you mean? Yeah, they didn't fall for that. Everyone watching is like, why did they do a punt fake on the first down? I don't understand what I'm seeing here. I think this one is actually a run play.
Green, 16, 8.
Yes, and it didn't go well. All right, great. Good work, squad. All right, next let me do this. I know B is like to set the play. The other face, so maybe it's like L and R? Select? I had bamboozled them, but then I didn't do anything with it. Whatever. This terrible game is now over. This is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 3 minutes. May that game never appear again. Good God. I can think of so many games I would have rather played there. And I'm going to take a short break, use the restroom, re-up my water. I'll be back in a couple minutes. I will run a bit of a gamble, if you would like to bet your garlic coin, on what system will come up next, and then we'll pick out another game to play for the next 30 minutes. Back in a few. Hope you'll stick with me. I returned. Wow, yeah, and 5-player multiplayer actually sounds kind of great. 2 of you have bet on PC and Steam again. We need someone else to bet, or this prediction will also go nowhere. Just a few seconds left if you want to get in on that. Perhaps it was a mistake publishing the odds. You know what? I was merciful once. This time, no. We did have more than one person bet. I hope for both your sakes it's PC or Steam. Next up for Shuffle Saturday shall be Darius Twin for the SNES. I'm sorry. Better luck next time. Apparently we're on a SNES kick. So I will get that fired up. I don't recognize this. Darius Twin. Twitch? That's true. And before the odds were published, Steam was a lot less likely. Like, that was before I added all Repu's games to it. Oh, it's a shmup? Okay. I have a good history with SNES shmups. I may not be great at them, but I always have fun with them. So let's flip over to here. Thousands of years ago, Proko and Tyad escaped from the planet Darius, which would have been invaded by Belser. We're right into it. 30 minutes on the clock. Play some Darius Twin. The descendants of Proko and Tyad established the Federation of the Galaxy on the planet Orga. But now Belsar's evil alliance on Darius has resumed its aggressive invasion. After a millennium, our hero fighters are prepared to launch into battle in their Silver Hawks. Darius Twin. Oh, Taito, that's a name I recognize. From somewhere. Just do. Player stock. Let's get the maximum amount. Rapid fire on. Game level easy. Because I am without shame. I just want to see as much of the game as I can. 1 player. Let's roll. Okay, I have bomb. I have gun. And really, what else do you need? And I have kind of a banging soundtrack. This one has promise, I say. For the Federation, we shall take them down. Ooh, okay. It's the die in one hit kind of shmup. That's fair enough. And now I kill it with coward tactics. Just repeatedly drop bombs upon it. Because I am a man without shame. God, what is it about shmups that, like... There must be, like, something in the secret, like... Game Dev Illuminati must be like, if you're releasing a shmup, the soundtrack has to absolutely fuck. Or you're not allowed to release it. Because even mediocre shmups I've played have at least, like, a good soundtrack. Is that a power-up? Kind of looked like a power-up. Just didn't want to waste one of my lives if it wasn't. Because there are these, like, cube boys. Yeah, that's definitely a power-up. That came out of an enemy. Damn it. Oh well, even if I don't have any power-ups, I'm getting by pretty well on just the default guns. Was that an extra life? Oh, I have reverse gravity bomb now. I'm into it. Warning, a huge battleship code number HHO2, Killer Higa, is approaching fast. Bring it on, nerd. Why do you look like a fish? Oh, shit. Ooh, those are homing bombs.
Oh man, time flies.
It really does. Thank you so much for the resub, Zia. How you doing, man? Just playing a shmup I've never heard of before, with an amazing soundtrack, and doing extremely badly. But hey, it's better than the football game I was playing before. Don't know if you saw that. I hope not. That shit was painful. Okay, got him. Mission complete. Oh, that's good. I know. Oh, and I can select my route? We Star Fox? Hell yeah. This is like straight up the Star Fox map, kind of. Hell yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you got rid of the mouse in your room. That sounds like it was causing some trouble. Yeah, probably a good idea to clean up. Happy to keep you company while you're doing that. I needed to do some housework today, but all I managed to get done was the lawn work that I had to do, which granted was like good, but it also kind of drove home how out of shape I am, because I did like not that much, and my legs are still like achy from it, just from the walking around and like bending over and hauling around the lawnmower and like weeder and all that stuff. I'm like, I need to do an exercise a bit more. I think Denver's got at least a little bit before snow falls. But hey, maybe not. I honestly wouldn't mind if snow started falling, like, next week. I mean, granted, I know you're further north, so... Ooh. Shark enemy is interesting. Annoying, but Oops. And that's it. That's your lot. Game over. Alright, my name is V. Parentheses. V-I-N. Ooh, yeah, if you gotta do any traveling, yeah, that's fair. I got no place to go. I'm working from home, so I don't care. I'm just ready for it to not be hot anymore, and I'm totally okay with us blasting into the exact opposite. You know, as cold as it allegedly gets this far south. Oh yeah, remind me, you guys, I mentioned, I think it was a couple Shuffle Saturdays ago, that, I was contributing some, voiceover work for a YouTube documentary. That came out. I posted it in my Discord, the Take the Shot, and Madge's Discord, but I know not all of you are on one of those Discords, so I want to post it in the Twitch chat, so if you're interested, I'm not in a huge amount of it, so like, you're only going to hear me in bits and pieces there. Also, wow, I'm immediately wasting all my lives. It is a documentary on Telltale's Poker Night at the Inventory 2. I provide the voice of one of the development team that was interviewed over email by the creator of the documentary. Yeah, I actually haven't had a chance to view the full thing yet myself. Mostly just because I really don't like listening to myself, which is bad because I need to do more in terms of like cut together like YouTube highlights of my streams and get those out there, because I know I've got a YouTube audience out there. Hi to all you VOD watchers, by the way. And I don't do enough to give them love. Because, you know, the focus here is very much Twitch, because obviously this is where I stream, this is where I'm used to it, this is where I got stuff set up. Sorry, YouTube stans. Yeah, I will absolutely share the link. I just want to do that. I don't want to, like, pause the game to do that. So I'll do that, next game I roll, I'll set up a gamble one, and I will grab the link during that, and, like, set it up as pinned comments, so people can put it on the watch later or whatever. It also just kind of drives home when you listen to me, like, how bad my acoustics are. Like, you can tell I'm, like, the other people doing voices have, like, a somewhat legit setup, and here's just me with, like, but oh well. I'm still happy with the performance I put in, though it was very, like, just, you know, mostly just kind of like my narrator-ish kind of voice. Those of you who've seen me play through RPGs or like Fire Emblem, you know the voice I do. Where just I read things out, and it's very kind of matter of fact. But it works for what the creator was going for. Oh yeah, you know it. I just kind of... God, every shmup just has a banger. In particular, there's a game I've been, like, hoping would show up on Shuffle, and, like, I might have to rig it to show it off sometime, just because I think more people need to know about it. A game called Zero Ranger, which I saw Proton John play a while back, and it just, like, it's a game that I would not be good at, but has, like, some of the best, like, high-energy tracks I've heard in a shmup, which is saying a lot, because shmups tend to have some great soundtracks, and it just so perfectly fits, like, the theme, like, in terms of, like, pacing the music with, like, what is going on. If that makes any sense, like, you know, you have a quiet part, the music slows down for a little bit, and then, like, it gets right back into the action. Like, it's so good. Those devs recently put out another game that I guess is, like, a puzzle game. That one I've not been hearing as good of things about, unfortunately. But I still am a little curious about it, just because I saw John play it for, like, I think almost, like, 2 hours. And that was enough for me to be like, yeah, I would be terrible at this game, but it would also be a lot of goddamn fun. Hey, Jess! There's the newest stream star. How you doing? Just checking out a, God, what is it called? Darius Twin. Shmup I've never played before, but hey, it's got a banger soundtrack, so I'm good with it. And I just get to hold down Y and B, and everything just kind of dies for the most part. I know that feel. Like, sometimes the midday nap is like, you're like, oh god, I absolutely needed that, but your brain was like, what? We were not going to sleep for, like, 6 to 9 hours? What do you mean? I'm doing good, I'm doing good. I was feeling a little low, and warning, huge battleships, code no Ep30, Emperor Fossil, code no Q10, Queen Fossil, is approaching fast. Naps are life, agreed. But yeah, I'm doing good. I was feeling a little low energy, but I've been sipping on... Okay. First stage was 1 fish. Now we have 2 fish. Third stage will be red fish. Fourth stage will be blue fish. If I know my Dr. Seuss. Oh, I can only damage the one that has the open mouth. I see. Clever. Actually, just kind of... I'm dead. Yeah, I was feeling a little low on energy, but I've been sipping on my... Oh, and that's it. That's all she wrote. I've been sipping on some sugary, sweet tea, and I think I've been kind of riding the sugar high a little bit, so I might end up crashing at some point, but if I do, you know what? Whatever. It was good while it lasted. Must be the Queen Fossil. Absolutely it is. Yeah, sweet tea. Oh no, I didn't get to M. Okay, I guess I am vid that time. Yeah, it's... I'm obviously not sponsored by them, but it's like a canned version. It's not even like... People who know, like, good sweet tea, this is not particularly good sweet tea because it's flavored sweet tea. But I have a lot of, like... I have a lot of nostalgia for this. Like, I would sell out to them if they wanted to sponsor me in a second. I don't know why they would want to. It would be a terrible waste of their money, even if they paid me peanuts. It'll work very cheap. It is peace tea, specifically their raspberry flavor. So much sugar. So good. Like, every time I find it in a grocery store, I just get a stupid, happy smile on my face, because it's weirdly hard to find it anymore. Yeah, peace tea. It's gotten harder to find around here. But, like, yeah, I don't think there's any brand that's just called, like, sweet tea. I mean, it's more a thing where it's just, like, particularly down south, which I'm a northern boy, so I don't know, like, the good sweet tea, but it's basically just, like, black tea that you just add a piss load of sugar to, I guess. I don't know, par for the course with southern cooking. But I think it is a very, like, southern U.S. thing. So, like, oh, right, flying into the ground, bad. Important life lessons with Vimber. I think I'm still zoned out a little bit from that stupid goddamn football game that I hated. No barrel roll! You're becoming more like your father. Pretty smooth flying, Fox. God, what if I just, like, did a stream where I just played Star Fox 64? Just straight up. I was like, listen, I don't care. I'm gonna destroy my thumbs for nostalgia. Actually, more likely, I would probably play Star Fox Assault because I have I mean, I would emulate it because that's easier to capture, but I own the game anyway, and, like, I feel that's one that people kind of unfairly malign, and I think it's good. I really like it, particularly the multiplayer. Right, where was I going with that? I don't remember. Stream of consciousness you have failed. Sweet tea, yes. Sweet tea I don't tend to be super, like, into. I prefer, like, I love me a good Earl Grey, or there's a, Celestial Seasonings, which is, headquartered not far from, where I hang my hat in Denver, makes a black tea that is extra caffeinated called Fastlane that I am addicted to, and I basically need to wake up at this point. Someone please help me. But it's also delicious. So I don't find myself caring that much. But every once in a while I'll be like, yeah, let me get some peace tea. Oh man. Really, Zio, you did, like, it was one of those few N64 games that I owned, and, like, I got to be kind of a master at Star Fox 64. I don't know, my reflexes have gotten worse. I don't know if I'd be much good at it anymore, but I could probably at least do a playthrough of, like, the true end, you know, not the, like, fake ending you get from defeating the robot Andross at the end. Oh, chai is good. Yeah, Lady Grey. I haven't had Lady Grey very much, but the Lady Grey blends I have had, I've really enjoyed. English breakfast? Yeah, they're all black tea. Yeah, English breakfast is good. I prefer Irish breakfast over English. Oh, it was referring to Assault. Okay. Yeah, Assault is good. It just has a very different style of gameplay, and the default control scheme is hot garbage. So you have to change it so it's true dual stick control. But yeah, Assault is neat. It also is the rare Star Fox game that doesn't just tell the Star Fox story that every Star Fox has been telling since the original one for the SNES that they did in Star Fox 64. Star Fox Zero. The N64 remake on the DS. You know, the thing they always do with Star Fox, where it's like, Andross has declared war. The Conarian army needs your help, Star Fox. We'll do our best, General. And then you go and shoot the shit out of everyone. It's like... And Assault, like... It's not, like, great. I'm not gonna pretend it's some hidden masterpiece of video game storytelling. But, you know, they try. And they have like a baddie that's not Andros for once. And I don't know, it lets them do some fun stage setups. Also some incredibly annoying ones, but I think it works. It's a fun little game. Vim's VA work on point. Listen, when I was very, very young, before I hit puberty, I had the nickname of Mimic because I could, like, almost perfectly imitate, like, anyone who I heard speak long enough. It's not quite as good anymore because I can't hit the higher registers, but I still do alright. And, you know, like, to quote, the great voice actor Sungwon Cho, ProZD, who I believe was actually quoting someone else when he said this, a failed impression is just a new voice. Now play nice, you two. This is neutral ground. Warning, a huge battleship, code number HH02, Killer He is approaching fast. Except where I go. Uncle is the one taking those secret paparazzi photos of you. Is this what you couldn't divulge on the Madge stream? Is this the hot goss? Then you would only get here on twitch.tv/Vimbert? For those missing the context, Jess's boyfriend is, Madular is a really good YouTuber who also streams, and, she played a game with him. It was good. Outward's a fun game. I need to play more of it myself. I was playing some with, Ryan, but, then we never got back to it. I'm also really bad at its combat, which didn't help, but I was having fun just kind of roaming around and exploring stuff in Outward's world. Particularly because I could just kind of act as the distraction and block things, and then Ryan could just kill stuff. Alright, just gotta dodge around the things. See, I'm playing this like it's a bullet hell, and it's not. I probably need to be more aggressive and, like, take up more screen real estate in the middle of the screen, so I can take advantage of my spread bombs. Because I keep being like, I need to have the maximum amount of time to react to enemy fire and enemy ship placements. But that's not really what the game is about. That's not what we're... Oh shit, I thought the shield would protect me from a hit there. Clearly not. Okay, never mind. Baby's gonna go back in his corner. It's fine. This is where I belong. Come on, can I kill this stupid shark? I need that shark obliterated. Okay, retreated, whatever. It's time to move the goalposts and declare victory. What is the stink of paralegal? Coffee and regret? I don't know, I'm assuming. I have a friend here in the States who's a paralegal, and that's, those are always the vibes she gives off. Baby left side of the screen jail. That's exactly what it is, Repu. This is where I belong. Coffee and regret is pretty accurate. Nice. Yeah, my friend, well, I guess more of an acquaintance now, because she kind of ghosted me last time I tried to get together with her. Not in, like, an ask her out on a date, just like, I wanted to hang out with her, but then she hasn't responded to me for, like, 4 months. Oh, paralegals are different, oh, that's right, I did see you say something in Madge's Discord about, like, describing how paralegals were different, but I forgot about that. Yeah, so yeah, like law clerks. Yeah, she does paralegaling for, like, specifically, real estate law type stuff. Because, she and I used to work together, when we were in the mortgage stuff that I used to do. And then she got into paralegaling because she was interested in the legal side, and was like, oh, what is involved in these title insurance things? I can't claim to have invented that one, Jess, but it's one that I like to use a lot. Like when I was playing World of Warcraft, I would say that I needed to be put in gay baby salve jail because it was generating too much threat or things like that. I don't remember where I first heard it. Boring but consistent work. I mean, there's something to be said for that. And yeah, they really do. Like, basically, as, like, the, mortgage company, when we would get, like, the legal side of it, you know, the title work, and, like, the deeds, we would just basically look to make sure it mostly looked like the legalese we were used to seeing, and then be like, yep, that looks good. And that was about the extent of what we looked for. I don't think so, Mike. I think I heard it on YouTube somewhere. Or, Zio. Shit. Doxed. Accidentally doxed. Whatever. I'm sorry. I know you don't want people to know that you watch me when I stream. Oh, God. Sorry, I wanted to focus on killing the fish. Is Paladin up in charge? People would whisper me asking for more damage. Hold threat. Gay baby cell jail. I think I introduced it to that guild at the time. Because I would talk about gay baby salve jail because I was a shadow priest. And I would generate a decent amount of threat because I would be healing with vampiric embrace. And, you know, mind blast was a part of my regular rotation. But I'm pretty sure I got it off of, like, I think it might have been, like, Simple Flips, or some other, like, Mario 64 speedrunner. And ultimately, I don't know if they invented the term, either. Because there was a while when, like, I was weirdly into, like, Simple Flips. Like, I didn't care about speedrunning at all, but he just had, like, a kind of a fun, like, laid-back vibe to the guy. Okay, enjoy Baldur's Gate 3. Thanks for dropping by, Jess. Meanwhile, a huge battleship killer Higia is approaching fast. And it's time to stick to the left side of the screen and shoot it until it dies. And move when it does the one attack that I can't just shoot through. And aside from that, just stand still and hold down the Y and B buttons. That's the attack where we need to move. We return to shooting. It'll smell better. Jesus, Silvar. Alright. I really like this map screen. I think Koloba treated me better? Simple Flips chat. Okay, there we go. That's almost definitely where I heard it then. So yeah, it's just a term that I heard, and it kind of made me chuckle. So yeah, I like using it. Because it's just kind of like I don't know, it's fun. It always feels unexpected whenever I bust it out. That and like, you know, I am part of the LGBTQ+ community, so I feel like I've got a little bit more of a card to say something like that. Where it could, you know, I could see how someone could take, like, some offense to that, maybe. I ultimately think it's a pretty harmless term, but I've been a little bad in the past about letting some... I've gotten way better about this, mostly through just, like, you know, having more trans friends, but in particular, I used to be pretty bad about using some words that are not great for trans people to hear. And at first it was like, it's just a word, and then it ultimately was like, okay, I don't have their lived experience, Ultimately, it is just a word, so why don't you just fix your language a little bit? It's one thing you say, Vim. But with only 2 minutes left, will I be able to defeat the 2 fish and move on to the red fish, blue fish? Oh, and drop that link to that YouTube video. I remembered somehow. I feel like I'm very scatterbrained tonight, but I did remember. I was fully expecting to forget when I said it, but I didn't. I'm proud of me. I am tempted to reward myself with alcohol, but I probably shouldn't. Because the Shuffle Saturdays where I've had a little bit to drink tend to go a little off the rails. Then again, the rails are a little nebulous to begin with on these streams. And I don't really think you can tell most of the time when I've had a little bit to drink. Usually. And then there was the Harvester stream. And we shall speak no more of the Harvester stream. I would like to get back to that someday, just with a very different set of rules. Yeah, Zio. I said a little bit. Oh god, I'm dead. Okay, last chance. Come on. Okay, I need to not... See, they didn't let me finish planning my strategy, that's why I died. I was about to say what I needed to not do, and they wisely chose to kill me first. Hats off to their tactical acumen. You know? I can't be mad. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to overthrow vid score. The me that didn't, you know... the me that fucked up putting in my own goddamn name. Okay. But, this is Shuffle Saturday, where we played a game every 30 minutes. Bit of a taste of Darius Twin. Oh, my right hand is a little bit, like, claw cramped. I am going to run a quick prediction for those of you who crave gambling for what system is going to come up, and I am going to go grab that YouTube link, so I can drop that in the chat. Where? There we go. That. Oh, and I guess I can probably, Oh wait, that automatically unpinned the thing about the mic. Because apparently the microphone is all okay. Okay, so that should be the link. It should link to a video posted 3 days ago by Macon, who is a UK YouTuber. I have no idea how he stumbled across me, but he actually reached out to me. He was like, hey, Vam, I see you played some Poker Night at the Inventory. I did a video on Poker Night at the Inventory, which it turns out I had actually watched, independent of it. I was like, yeah, that was a pretty good video essay. And I'm doing one on Poker Night at the Inventory too. Would you be interested in lending your voice to it? And I'm like, sure, man. Just credit me with exposure, please. I'm starving. And he did. No, it's nice. I was actually able to use my, like, business email for business. Instead of just deleting endless waves of spam. So I feel a little bad, like, people could maybe have been like, hey, this Vim guy seems like he's a little interested in doing voice work. Let me reach out to him. Oh, the main way to contact him is on Twitter, and oh, his Twitter account has been inactive for like a year and a half. Welp. Okay, prediction has closed. Hey, we got an actual bet this time. Alright. Next up for Shuffle Saturday will be The Forest on Steam. Congratulations to the PC and Steam believers. And now I am going to mercilessly veto that, because that's a survival crafting game, and I fucking hate survival crafting games. But that's still gonna count for the prediction. You should have kept the faith, Silvar. Should have kept the faith. For shame. Instead of the forest, we shall play... Is this an actual game? GPS Boy? I'm looking this up. GPS Boy... All the search results are just for the ROM download. Yeah, just for safety, let me go ahead and just for safety, I'm gonna veto that, and I'll check into how that works later. Let me make myself a note. I was not aware that was in my collection. Okay, so it is now up to you all. I've used up my vetoes in quick succession, as I so often tend to do. Instead of those, we shall play Uplink on Steam. I think this is like a hacking simulator game. I've heard of this game before, but never played it. This is definitely one of yours, Repu. Yeah. Wow, 19 megabytes? This is a tiny download. Well, okay, that download took absolutely no time. Alright. Uplink. It's very, very complex. Oh boy, can't wait. I'm sure I'll be terrible at it. Alright, could take, since this is apparently an older PC game, could take me a couple tries to capture just right, so bear with me a little bit here. Let me go with the standard kind of setup for PC games here and see how we do. Nope. Ooh, do you... you don't like being tabbed out of... okay, let me see if this works. Okay, perfect. Looks like we are golden. Alright, then 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Uplink. Uplink about us. Welcome to the Uplink Public Access Server. Uplink Corporation maintains the largest list of freelance agents in the world, and we have operated for the last decade with a flawless record of satisfied customers and successful agents. Our company acts as an anonymous job center, bringing corporations together with agents who can work for them. Our company also provides rental of essential gateway computers to all agents, which allow unparalleled security in a high-risk environment. You are here because you wish to join this company. Register as an agent. Your Uplink membership package includes a gateway computer at a secure location. You will connect to this machine from your home computer when you are working for Uplink. You can have it upgraded at a later stage if necessary. A low-interest loan of 3,000 credits with Uplink International Bank to get you started. Oh boy. Access to our bulletin board system, the usual place for Uplink agents to find work. You will be officially rated as an Uplink agent, and we will monitor your progress. As your rating increases, you will find new avenues of work become available. Enter Uplink Corporation will not ask for any more personal details in the event of you being charged with illegal operations. The corporation will be forced to disavow all knowledge of your actions. However, you will be safe from arrest as your real-world address will never be stored. Not sure I trust that. In-game, my name is Vimbert. My password. You'll never be able to guess it. Uplink Corporation has offices all around the world. Please select the nearby location for your gateway. You will dial into this location when you use Uplink. I guess it would be Chicago. Registration is now taking place. As part of your membership, we will assign you a gateway computer system in your chosen server room. This will act as your jumping off point to the rest of the net. When you next log in, you will connect directly from your home computer to this gateway machine, and from there to the rest of the world. Should any of your actions be traced back to your gateway, Uplink Corporation will disavow any knowledge of your actions and will destroy your account. Your gateway machine will also be destroyed. Rental of your gateway computer will cost 300 credits a month. Okay, we've connected to our gateway computer. Downloading uplink operation system. Operating system. I can words. We're in. Your gateway computer has been successfully set up and will accept only your username and password in the future. When you next start uplink on your home computer, you will be connected automatically to this gateway. In your email, you will find a message from Uplink Corporation with some useful IP addresses. You will also find the Uplink test mission, which will allow you to practice hacking. Yes, please give me the tutorial. Welcome to the Uplink tutorial. This program should help you get started. First things first, you can move this tutorial on screen by left-clicking the... Oh, okay. Right-click to put it down. We're going to start by looking at some of the facilities available on your screen. The hardware button shows the status of your gateway. Your gateway is the link between your home PC and the rest of the net. In reality, the gateway is a computer sitting in one of our offices. You'll dial into this gateway automatically every time you start uplink. At the moment, your gateway is very basic. It has a slow processor and very little memory. You'll be able to upgrade later. Click on the flashing memory banks button. Shows all the files you have stored in your memory banks. At the moment, you only have this tutorial and a couple of file utilities. File copier, file deleter, personal status. Show your official ratings, reflect your skill and success, and will no doubt increase with time. Grade 16 uplink agent, rating registered. Neuromancer, unofficial rating neutral. Criminal, none. Yet. As your rating increases, you'll find more interesting and profitable avenues of work become available to you. Click on the flashing finance button. You can see how much money you have in your bank accounts. The final button allows you to compose a new email and send it. We don't need to do this at the moment. Big button to the left allows you to run the software tools on your gateway. You can start any program from here. These two boxes show the date and time and your current location on the net. These buttons can be used to accelerate time. This can be useful when you're waiting for something to happen. Column shows how currently operating programs and how much CPU time is used by each. You can see this tutorial program in the list. Global communication screen, clicking on the world map. Allows you to set up long-distance connections that bounce around the world. You'll make extensive use of this screen. We'll come back here later. Click the close button to return to the main screen. This? Oops. Welcome back to your gateway. Crap. I definitely just exited out of the tutorial, huh? Test mission? Well, I'll just start on the test mission then. I clicked the wrong close. So I guess it would be cancel? Yeah. Store the current connection setting. Uplink test machine. Okay, so basically I just have, like, uplink things so far. This will be your first opportunity to hack into a real computer system with real defenses. There is no point in trying to hack a real computer system until you can do the uplink test in your sleep. You will be traced during your attempts, so remember to monitor the communications lines. However, no action will be taken against you should you be traced. Never connect directly to your target's server. Bounce your connection around the world. It will make you much harder to track and give you longer to complete your work. Remember that you will leave logs in the computers you use as relays, which can be traced back to you. Ideally, your connection should use a computer which allows easy and risk-free log access so you can erase your tracks without fear of punishment. Okay? Yeah, let me want to go into the tutorial again. Okay, gateways, memory banks, Shows the things. Personal status shows personal status. Finance shows bank account. Time. Global communication screen. Easy to set up long distance communications. Make extensive use of the screen. Come back here later. Click the close button to return to the main screen. Close the world map screen. Okay. New emails will queue up on the bottom right of the screen. Click on the email to read it. Email from Uplink Corporation. It's basically a welcome message. You should take the time to read it at some point. Uplink Internal Services System. Log in and click on Help, followed by Getting Started. As well as mail, you'll also get missions queuing up at the bottom right of the screen. They'll remain here until you complete them. The only mission you have at the moment is a test mission from Uplink. Click it to read the details. Shows you all the information you need on how to complete the mission. You should always study this in depth before beginning your work. Download the target file Uplink test data, remove any traces of your hack. Return the data to us at this address, internal@uplink.net. You'll learn how to complete missions like this in part 2 of the tutorial. For now, click the close button. End of tutorial 1. Next to continue. Completing the first mission. Now I'll show you how to complete your first hack for Uplink. Your first hack will be the Uplink test mission. Click on the mission description to read the details. Basic aim is to break into the Uplink test machine and steal a file. Disconnect from your current site. Right, disconnect from the current site. Disconnecting from the current web server. Oh, disconnect. Going to start by connecting to the target. Okay, so it just connect again. We're now dialed into the test machine. You should read the opening text message before clicking next. Yeah, bounce connection around the world. Start the test button to bypass this screen. This is a user ID screen. You will need a username and password to get past, which we don't have. In reality, you will almost never have a genuine username and password. You'll have to hack your way in. In order to hack our way in, we'll need to buy some software. Disconnect from this machine. Oh wait, I can just disconnect here. Best place to buy software for hacking is the Uplink Internal Services System. Connect to that site. Of course, I buy all my software from them, I get paid by them, I get my loans from them. I'm just working off company script. Unlike most sites, you do have a valid username and password because you are a registered Uplink agent. You can either type your username, password, or just click on them to enter automatically. This is an ethical hacker, no pirating allowed, right? We're in. Your authorization has been accepted, and your actions are being monitored by Uplink's central computer system. So at some point, can I hack into Uplink and, like, just get their shit for free? This computer system provides a number of valuable services to the hacker community, including software tools which we need. You can access Uplink-related news stories, accept work from contractors, and upgrade your computer system. Want to upgrade our software so we can hack your ID screens. Wow, that's much. Items in gray are out of your price range. First tool you will need is one of the basic Uplink agent tools, the password breaker. Current price for this tool is 1,500 credits, which is half my money. Not as fast as a dictionary hacker, but is guaranteed to find the password eventually. That software tool has now been uploaded into your memory banks, and 1,500 credits has been deducted. We can now try breaking that password. Disconnect from here and connect to the Uplink test machine. Bypass the opening text screen. I like that it's like literally like dialing in. You can tell how old this is just from that. Bypass, we want to run our password breaker on the screen. Our new software will appear in the software menu. Oh, I'm getting ahead of the tutorial. Start your new password breaker by selecting it from the menu. Be under the crackers. Password breaker is now running. Okay, and I can see that They're both using about 50% of the... Okay, so I can only run so many things at one time. We now need to give it a target. Click on one of the text boxes labeled name or code. This will start the hack attempt. We need code. Oh dear, you've been disconnected by the computer you were trying to hack into. They noticed the fact that you were trying to hack their password screen and kicked you off their system. Because this is a test machine, you won't be punished in any way. In the real world, you could now face a fine or even jail time. This tutorial will now show you how to hack into a computer without being caught in any way. The first thing we need is a warning system, so we can tell if they are about to catch us. We can buy software that will do this, of course we can. Okay, we need to go to the shop. We need to buy some wares. Do they still call it that? Wares with a Z? Technically 2001. Nice. Okay, software, trace tracker. Oh, okay, that's pretty cheap. There are several versions of this item. Higher versions have more features, but are more expensive. Can afford it. You've now bought that item of software. You should run it straight away from the software menu under Security. Trace Tracker version 2. The Trace Tracker is now running. It is currently telling you that nobody is trying to trace your location at this time. Having a warning system is a step in the right direction. We also need to slow down any traces that are being performed on us. We do this by call bouncing. This involves extending... Yeah, we need to be behind 7 IPs. Extending our connection around the world, around the world to confuse the opponent. First, disconnect from the system. Bring up the global communications map. We need to establish a long-distance connection to our target, the uplink test machine, bounced through several intermediate systems. I know, right? It's like a period hacker piece. We build this connection by clicking on each of the intermediate nodes in sequence. Click on the inter-NIC. Uplink public access server. Click on the location, uplink internal services. Finally, click on the target, uplink test machine. We've now set up a long distance connection to the target, bounced through 3 intermediate nodes. It will take the opponent a lot longer to trace and disconnect us this time. Click on connect to establish the link. Bypass the opening screen. Start the password breaker now. Target the password box. As soon as you do this, they will begin tracing you. Click on proceed when it is finished. R. O. S. Oh, and the trace is at 25%. Rosebud? Is it Rosebud? It's Rosebud. It's Rosebud. Rosebud. Click on proceed. The password has been broken and we're in. Notice the trace is now in progress. This is why... Let me actually pause. Notice the trace is now in... Okay, never mind. This is only a test machine, so it will be a slow trace. If you recall the missing description, we have to steal a file from this access file server. Uplink test data. We need to use a file copier to download the file. File copier utility. File copier. File is now being copied. You can speed this up by clicking on this button at the top to divert more CPU. What button at the top? Clicking on this button at the top? Like file copier? Oh! Nice. We finished copying the file. We now want to dump it into our memory banks. Crap, I don't remember what... there. Click on a clear area of memory. Now got the file, disconnect from the computer system. In a real-world hack, we now have to make some attempt to delete the message access logs that we've just left behind. Every time you log on to a system, copy a file, or make any changes, you leave behind access logs. These logs can be used by other agents to trace you and put you in jail. You may even end up tracing another agent one day. Foreshadowing. Back to the mission. Our final task is to send the copied file back to the customer. Bring up the mission description. Click on Reply. We need to attach the stolen file to this email before we send it. Click on the file button. Oh, file button. Now we send. The mission has now been completed. You will receive 2 emails, both from Uplink. The first is congratulating you on completing the mission and informing you that you've been paid. In this case, nothing. But with only 3 minutes left, will we be able to be paid real fake money for a real fake hacks? The second is informing you that your rating has gone up, and you'll now be able to do some more dangerous / profitable work. You should now go to the Uplink internal services system and look through the work available to you. This is... vocals. I like it. This is the end of part 2 of the tutorial. In part 3, you'll learn how to start making money as an Uplink agent. Well, I like the sound of that. Part 3 of the tutorial. Hopefully you finish the test mission. This part will show you what to do next. Uplink Internal Services System is a place where you find all your future work. Log in with username and password. Uplink maintains a list of available missions. You can access this list. Mission list. You should now see a few missions that are available now. If you don't see any available missions, you can accelerate time until some appear. You can use these buttons at the top of the screen to accelerate time until a mission becomes available. Each time you successfully complete a mission, you'll be paid and your Uplink rating will go up. As your rating goes up, more missions will appear. Employers are more likely to offer dangerous missions and more pay as your rating gets high. In addition, your Neuromancer rating is affected by the types of missions you do. This rating is effectively a record of your moral values. I mean, my ethics is capitalism, so, you know, if you got any missions hacking some orphanages, you may find employees are unwilling to give you certain missions if your Neuromancer rating is too low. Interesting, they only want ethical hackers? Exit out from the mission screen. Maintains a large database of useful information on the subject of hacking and computer security. Select Help. As you attempt more complex missions, you will undoubtedly run into more complex security systems. All the information we have on these systems is kept in these help pages. If you get stuck, this is the place to look for data. You may learn that you need some new software or hardware upgrade. Exit out from the help screen. Once you are working on the harder missions, you will find your current gateway is too limiting. You may need faster CPU capabilities, more memory capacity or bandwidth, or more personal security. Select the gateway upgrades from the menu, but unfortunately, this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. Well, interesting little peek into Uplink. Didn't make it past the tutorial, but I think you got a sense of what that was about. That's neat. I could see myself playing that. It's old, but it's got some style to it. I kind of like it. And, you know, there's that, like, sense of being a hacker. I'm in. You know, the whole thing. I like it. I like the cheesy old, you know, like, hackers and those old movies that were from that period. Anyway, moving on. If you're coming in, we're moving on from Uplink. Gonna roll a game from this randomizer that has around 1,600 different games, and whatever comes up, we'll play for the next 30 minutes or so. Next up shall be Pokemon Adventure for the Game Boy Color. This almost certainly isn't a cursed ROM hack. In no way, shape, or form is this a cursed ROM hack. Definitely a real game. Definitely a real, officially released game. Pokemon Adventure. I don't think this is that, but it could be. It could be. Okay. Although this does have its own Twitch category, weirdly. So let's flip over here and get reminded of what this exactly is. 30 minutes on the clock, let's play some Pokemon Adventure. Oh hey, we're into Gen 2 at this point, I guess. Round 1, start. Worse. Wait, no, this is not the same as Cursed Pikachu. This is a different cursed Pikachu. Because the cursed Pikachu that's an emote is from the Pikachu and game that involves the Smurfs. This is the one that was originally a bad Sonic ROM hack. Oh boy, what joy. Oh, I can't jump on them to kill them. What do you mean? This game over. Meryl mocks my lack of skill. Alright. A good old-fashioned cursed ROM hack. It's been some time, friends. Let's pick up the gray Pokeballs. You know, get moving with Sonic Pikachu speed towards our goal. Apparently there's just no way to kill enemies. That's fine. Or at least the little gray ones. Which I suppose are probably supposed to be like Shelders? But they just look like fucked up Dragon Quest metal slimes. I can kill these shrimpy boys at least. So that's something. But that way leads to death. So let's not go there. I'm gonna stick to the high road, because high road appears to be, no, this is pain, this is death. This is a bad place we need to escape from. Pikachu, run! Run while you've got shit. Weirdly, I'd rather have this over, like, the football game. Though the hitboxes are weird, and I'm still trying to get used to them. Oh, that Sonic sprinting Pikachu. Delightful. You know, it's a Pokemon adventure. Everyone knows the giant shrimp Pokemon, and that Pikachu has to deal with death spikes all the time. But let's really appreciate this title screen. The Pokemon Adventure. Pikachu is here, floating on some balloons. And we're going to have a definitely officially licensed Game Freak time. You know, it's little known that this was, like, one of the first bits of DLC that they did. They were like, you know, this can be like a hidden mode that you download over the infrared thing on your Game Boy Color to add on to Pokemon Crystal. But then, like, you know, they realized it was bad. And it was only through the work of brave heroes that we got this leaked onto the internet. Truly, we must thank those historians for maintaining this piece of Pokemon history that definitely exists and is real. Seems legit to me, of course. Would I lie to my own chat? To my friends? Yeah, this hitbox. Boy, this hitbox is, it's not good. But okay, I have at least one Pokeball. So that's something. I just need to be a little bit careful. Stick to the high road here. And we'll be fine. I need to not jump down those scary ledges. You know? Because that's definitely what we're doing here. You know, see, it's like real Pokemon game, you see? Because jumping down can... Right? Just... Oh, god damn it. Wow, okay, so I can just get comboed to death. That's fair. We'll be back at that start screen before long. It's fine. It was definitely deliberate. I wanted to start over with max lives. Obviously. Okay, this time let me try and... Well, you know, I tried the new thing in that I thought I would try dying in that spike pit. Turns out that's not a good strategy. That doesn't work out so well for our Pikachu boy, who has no black coloring except on the tips of his ears. Just a pure yellow tail. You know, like every normal Pikachu out there. Alright, there's a metal slime up there, so I'm gonna try and avoid a little bit by going like this. It's funny, for this originally being, in actuality, a Sonic ROM hack, it seems to, like, punish you for going fast. Though, I know, that's not all the old Sonic games were about, going fast, but, like, it was still an important element. Like, you couldn't rush ahead blindly. You still had to be a little bit careful and deliberate with your movement. But... Really? 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 We're just... Okay. You fall down there once and it's like, okay, you get hit once to take away your Pokeballs, and then it's just death. Alright. You know what? Just take me, Metal Slime. Round 1, start. Like Sisyphus moving up the hill, we begin once more in our noble quest to try and get this Pikachu not murdered. This Pikachu with weirdly human eyes. You see, this is what happens in the darker corners of the Oh god, no, I'm here. I'm here. This is a bad place to be. We do not want to be here. Okay, I'm just gonna have to damage boost through him. Or not. You know, this is what happens when a trainer loves their Pikachu a little too much. We end up with a Pikachu like this. You know, it's like that One Piece, which gen is it that has the incredibly cursed, like, bit that was removed in the English localization that said, like, humans and Pokemon used to marry because humans and Pokemon used to be one and the same. See, you can do the charge up, but then it doesn't, I don't go forward at all. Oh! Wait. Okay, so I guess I just have to charge up for a long time and I have no visual indicator of when that's done. Okay. That's a choice. That's a choice they made. I'm not gonna say it's a good choice, but it is a choice. It is a choice that they made. You know, and as Cursed Pikachu ROM hacks go, maybe. I feel like I wouldn't have enough time, because that kind of took a while. It might get rid of the Metal Boys, though. Might get rid of the Metal Slime Shelders, or whatever the hell they're supposed to be. But, you know, in terms of Cursed Pikachu ROM hacks, it's definitely gotta be the one where Pikachu is fighting Gargamel and saving the Smurfs. I think that's called Pikachu's Nightmare. You know, that's the one where the Pikachu emotes come from. So, obviously, I got a soft spot for it. Okay, let me try. Go! Nope. Okay, so the Spin Dash does nothing against the Metal Boys. The Metal Boys are just men who can never die. Understandable. Understandable. Now, I appreciate the try. Oh, I had to mouse out to fix the timer. Because I'll be goddamned if I play this for a minute longer than I absolutely have to. I mean, there is joy in games that are bad, but maybe not in this one. Maybe not so much. Maybe this one can just be forgotten. Or, you know, maybe I'll just drop the sickest video essay on the hidden potential of Pokemon Adventure and, like, randomly get hundreds of thousands of views on my YouTube. And people will be like, wait, why do you stream? We want to hear more about the Cursed Pikachu ROM hacks and their hidden philosophical implications. And I'm like, what have I done? I know, I joke, but, like, I know of at least, it's not someone I follow seriously, but I know there is, someone who that kind of happened to, where he mostly just wanted to do, like, streams and Let's Plays, and he made a separate YouTube channel, where, I forget what his main channel is called. It's like Keith something or something Keith, And then he made a channel, I think it's called like Boring Keith, whatever it is. And he uploaded a very long video essay on a visual novel he really liked. And that blew up, and like nobody cared about the normal stuff he was doing. So he's like, huh, this was meant to be for side stuff. Is this my new main thing here on YouTube? Huh. But he put good work into it. Like, it was some game I'd never heard of. It was actually one, I guess, well, I had heard of it before, but not in, like, a positive context. And I think it was just, was a... Oh, come on, game. It was some gay, furry VN, and he made, like, some... I don't know. He went on at length for it, and I was just kind of astounded by the passion he put into it. And, you know, the dude is apparently a furry, so, like, you know, it's up his alley of... Oh, fucking... God damn it, I didn't want to fall down here. Up his alley of interest. But, you know, one of those where, like, you can watch a video essay about something you have no real interest in yourself, or, like, experience in, and still, like, get something out of it, because he kind of turned the whole thing into, like, you know, kind of a, like, I don't want to say queer reading of what was already a queer work, but, like, you know, the whole thing about, like, it was like, oh, there are these things about, like, where it's kind of telling you, like, don't die in the closet, like, be true to who you are, all this stuff. It was like, yeah, that's really good stuff. This is ultimately just, like, looks like a decently trashy and fairly emotionally manipulative, gay VN, though. It's just supposed to be like, haha, hot wolf boy, want to bang. And it was like, okay. You know, I gotta get my cursed furry adjacent knowledge from somewhere, folks. I don't even know what led to me. I think it was just like playing Crusader Kings or something, and it was like, I need background noise. And sometimes, you know, when you just put a YouTube video on, it just ends up being better than you expected. I figured it was gonna, like, laugh over someone waxing poetic over what was just obviously kind of a nothing topic. But despite his choice of topic, like, the underlying points of it, I liked them. You know. Don't want to get too deep into it, but as a non-straight person, I had to deal with how I was going to kind of come out to the world, and that was a thing. And so, you know, kind of hit me in the queer feels right there. I'm going to die to this metal slime. Or I could die to the spikes. That works too. What other slightly less cursed topics can I bring to this cursed realm? So I mentioned the thought of the, Nate called it the sampler platter, which I'm liking more and more the more I think of it, where I just, like, play a selection of the games I'm thinking of doing for playthroughs. Obviously, I'm gonna finish Pentiment first, but my brain keeps going back to the Quest 64 hard mode ROM hack that I have downloaded. I'm like, would that make the game good, though? I tried to get, I tried to talk, someone else into playing it for me, just so I could see secondhand how bad or not it was, because it's one of those where, like, you know, I've played a couple of ROM hacks before, notably one for Skies of Arcadia, where, like, it came recommended, but it came recommended from, like, 2 people. That's all the people that had ever reviewed it on this specific ROM hack site. And so it's always that bit where, like, are these just sock puppets? Am I just blatantly downloading a virus? Or will it work, but, you know, also it will just be, like, a meme-ridden mess? I have no way of knowing. And, you know, ROM hacks, to me, like, something like this is a little more what I expect from a ROM hack, versus, say, Fire Emblem Dark Lord and the Maiden of Light, which I played through in full, and I think can stand toe-to-toe against, like, official Fire Emblem games in terms of quality. It definitely did things that pissed me off, and I freely called it out on those, but it was still very fun. But ROM hacks, just because there's no... It's like the fan fiction thing. There's no barrier to entry, which is great, but there's also no quality control. So you can't be sure you're going to get... What? I had no opportunity for counterplay on that. I just got hit once into... Man, I straight got Ninja Gaiden birded there. Ugh. So yeah, this Quest 64 hard mode, like, I've heard it mentioned by a Quest 64 speedrunner. Yes, that's a thing. It's very hilarious to watch, because that game is not well designed. So if you're doing the glitch categories, there are multiple places where you can just glitch outside the world and just run in a straight line for like 5 minutes and skip like 20 minutes of dungeon or other such hilarity. He mentioned some time ago that he knew the person who was working on it and was interested in it. And then on the site that I found it hosted on, there were a couple of positive reviews, but again, it's like, you know, those could be sock puppets, could be anything, and you know, when you're dealing with that small a sample size for reviews, it's always the question of like, are these people looking for the same kind of things I do? Like, usually internet reviews, I hate to do the whole aggregator sort of Metacritic approach where I just look at the overall score, but I think that's the most useful because I feel like individual reviews, I can't trust that much unless I can, like, I really want to dive deep into, like, what they're writing and, like, get a sense that they care about the same things I do. Because generally, particularly on, like, video game reviews, I like to see, like, check on a game that I, like, before I trust, like, a review source, a particular reviewer, I will kind of do a litmus test where I check, like, a review of a game I love and a game that I hate. And then see, like, kind of what they brought up as their points. Even if their overall score I disagree with, if I can generally vibe with, like, their points that they bring up that are positives or negatives about the game, I can be like, okay, we probably share, like, at least some similarities in our tastes and what we look for. So maybe I can trust your opinion on this thing that I know nothing about. But... God damn it. You know, they probably intend for me to be making use of save states. If I'm being real. Because, you know, I probably shouldn't be shy about it, because I made it clear that this is, you know... In case you haven't caught on yet, this is not an official Pokemon game. So I should probably just do that the next time I make some decent progress, like back to where I was, where I keep getting comboed into spikes and dying. Also, I think next game might be last game. Throat's starting to feel a little bit scratchy, and I've been drinking plenty, but hey, we are crossing that 3-hour mark. Yeah, we've been going for a minute. I won't end on this. But just fair warning, since I know there are some of you, Nate, I know you're one of them, who like to hang back on using the vetoes until we're looking to wrap up. I can't believe this isn't official. I know, right? This is exactly the same high level of quality I would expect from the people who would put out Scarlet and Violet and not do any patches to improve its performance. Can't resist. Because I've been hearing that, like, they released their first DLC and it runs even worse than the base game, and I'm like, Game Freak. Game Freak, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Why like this? Incidentally, I don't know yet when we're doing the next Pokeboomers for the Nuzlocke thing I do. I can't believe I'm getting called out by the stream. I know, right? Just, you know, things are usually flying so quick that I never address individual members of chat. You know, we just have so many people here all the time that individual I can't even speak that with a straight face. But, you know, I am always open to getting roasted, so I will... Shit. Okay, I'm just dead. Okay, my goal is to make it to that spot where I just get infinite comboed by getting hit to death. And then I will save state in the interest of maybe seeing stage 2. No, I don't think so, Nate. Like, I have thought a few times, like, you know, if I do start to have more people showing up to the point where there could be a little more contention about the use of vetoes, I might want to go to, like, a voting system, but I know that sometimes, particularly just going off of, like, the predictions, people are not always actively engaging in the stream while they have it open, which is fine. I welcome a good lurk. I put plenty of stuff, you know, I talked in this very segment about putting, like, content on in the background while I do stuff. And, you know, some people, like, HD is a regular here, and she's often viewing on mobile. And that kind of messes with her being able to access polls, but, like, mostly the veto is just nice because it's, like, immediacy in the feedback and, you know, lets the people who are most willing to engage, crack open chat, do a thing. I don't know. I do see that it could maybe be a problem, but, you know, it hasn't really been a problem. Like, I feel like there's been maybe once or twice that I can remember out of all the Shuffle Saturdays where there's been, like, some indication of disagreement in chat. You know, there's always the possibility that someone is silently like, oh, that game, and then, somebody vetoes it and they're like, oh, I really wanted to see that. But there have only been a few times where I've seen people speaking up where, like, they really disagree with a veto. You know, often it's just like, someone's vetoing because it's like that Medal of Honor game for the Game Boy Advance that's really bad, that everyone can agree, like, yeah, this is just kind of grating on the eyes and not pleasant. It's not bad in the fun bad way. But yeah, you know, the vetoes are open to all, so, way I figure, if people aren't speaking up and using them, go nuts. God damn it, I got comboed to death at a different spot. No, that's not what I'm getting at all, Nate. Just, I think down the road, I might have to change how I do vetoes, just to make sure I'm getting input from plenty of people. But for now, all you do is perfectly fine. You are all good here, man. Sorry if you took that to mean that was not the case. Yeah, exactly, Repu. That's basically been it. To be fair, I am kind of the same. I consider myself, I don't know. I was very socially inept for a very long time. I'm better than I used to be, but still there are some times where I can't pick up on things. But no. Let me remove any ambiguity. Nate, you have never been a nuisance here. Never a towel. A pleasure to see you. A pleasure to see the instant research you bring up in chat. And, you know, I feel like we have a few people, like, on board, because there's been a few times where I think you either haven't been here, or maybe you were just lurking, and I've had someone else, I think most recently Silvar, go for, like, kind of what you do, which is, like, on the what I say is going to be the last game, or potentially the last game, you just kind of veto until an interesting sounding game comes up. So, like, even though it's often you doing it, I think it's generally welcomed by people who show up. So, sorry, I feel like this is being far too targeted. Hey, let's talk about something else. Haha, Pikachu, right? But yeah, everyone is good. There was, like, I think truly, I only have had, like, 2 people that have shown up to more than one stream of mine that I've been like, you get on my nerves. And they're no longer here anymore. They decided to piss off to elsewhere without my involvement, which is good. Because one was just blatantly, like, trying to advertise, like, a streamer to me. Like, they would be like, oh, I gotta go watch so-and-so now, like, you should raid them. And I checked them out, and they were just, like, they didn't seem good, and also, they had a much bigger following than me. Like, I try not to get hung up on numbers, but I like to, when I do raids, you know, there've been a couple times where I raid Proton John, and that's 130% just a Senpai notice me move, which has succeeded, once. I doubt he has any idea who I am beyond just, like, a couple of times on his charity streams. I have donated heavily so he could play Lifeline Voice Action Adventure. So he might remember me if, like, I came up and introduced myself to him if he was, like, we were both at a con or something and I'm like, hey, I donated for Lifeline. And he'd be like, yeah, I remember you. You seem vaguely familiar. But I like to raid people who have, like, a around my size audience or, like, a little bit smaller. Is the chat tracker dying again? Or am I paranoid? Okay, chat tracker is not dead. But I gave it a kick, so it should be good for a while now. Yeah, you know, because I don't consider myself big, but I have people who show up now. I'm pretty much never streaming to an audience of one. No, that's all good, Nate. I just, like, wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything, because I thought I saw something popping up on my stream preview, but it was just your last chat, so it was just me misreading. But yeah, with raids, I like to raid people who are around my size or, like, smaller, for the most part, and failing that, I can pretty much always raid Critter Vision, because they are always live because they have an absolutely genius streaming model. And I'm kind of angry that I didn't think of it first when I used to live out in the boonies, where I could have easily had a similar setup. Of course, I was a child at the time, and streaming wasn't really a thing yet, but meh. Because, you know, I have done... Right, okay, rambled back around to... Yeah, I almost never stream to an audience of 1 or 0 anymore, and I really appreciate that. Thank you to everyone. But, like, I know there are plenty of people who that is, like, their reality, and it has been for a long time. So, I figure if I can give them a bit of a boost, because I know I get... Even if, you know, y'all are just lurking, like I say, I welcome a good lurk. It does my heart good to still see the number, like, mostly being the same or, like, holding steady. I feel like I'm doing my job, and there's been some value in me speaking words at you as I play whatever game I'm playing. But with only 2 minutes left, will we be able to get to level 2 in this game? Definitely not with a performance like that, and I don't think I can make it past these damn spikes. Or I could get killed by the shrimp. Yeah, like, I completely get why bigger streamers do want to raid like bigger streamers, because they're raiding their friends and they want to support their friends. That's totally understandable, and particularly if you're like, you know, VTubers in particular, like, if you're a VTuber with an agency, it makes sense to raid people in your own agency, because it's like, it's your own company, and rising tide is gonna lift all ships. But yeah, I do think it would be good to do. Just the trouble is that, like, there's no real... For big channels, there's no benefit to raiding smaller channels, because you don't get... You're giving an outsized benefit. If you look at it from purely, like, cold, calculating perspective, you're not getting much benefit yourself, because you're, like, you know... I feel like with people that are largely the same size, there's a bit of an exchange, like, you know... You raid in, they're like, oh, hey, go check out Vimbert. And, you know, somebody might go and follow you back, and you can kind of, like, you know, share and mix a little bit. Maybe you see something in the streamer you weren't watching that you're like, oh, hey, I might want to check that out sometime. But, like, you don't get as much of a return for the big streamers. But, I don't know. I would hope that if I do get bigger, I can still kind of keep that up and still raid smaller folk. John does it sometimes. Yeah, every once in a while. I'm rarely up late enough anymore to see the end of his streams, but yeah, he does it sometimes, and that's great. Like, oh, I forget, there was one of his friends. Anyway, we have reached the end of this cursed half hour, for this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. That was Pokemon Adventure, a definitely real, definitely officially released game for the Game Boy Color. This is likely going to be the last game of the night, so let me... take a little sip and put in one last gamble opportunity for the evening. and talk through what the week ahead is going to look like. I am thinking that I can be a little more aggressive than I have been. I've just been kind of the weekend streamer Andy for a while here. But tomorrow, obviously, Pentiment. I'm starting part 2. So I've wrapped up the murder case, and now there's been a time jump, and I'm returning to that same village many years later, and I'm interested to see what kind of happens. Like, it kind of see the impact of my choices and all that good stuff. I think Wednesday and Thursday, I will be able to stream, or possibly Thursday, Friday. I need to double check a couple things, but I'll be streaming 2 nights during the week. Thursday is usually off the table, because work, and then I have D&D at night, but my D&D group is on a hiatus, so I don't have that, and I'm being put on a kind of different duty on Fridays, so I think I should be able to do that. And Wednesday, like, I know I'm going into that lighter duty the next day, so I think I'd be good to do that. Or Friday, just because end of the week. I don't know. And there I think I might finally break out the library stream, which I have been alluding to for some time and just have been a lazy bastard about getting it running. And then I think the other one might be a Pentiment, or I might leap right into Fire Emblem, because that one also got some interest, and I've been craving some Fire Emblem. I actually started up another Path of Radiance playthrough earlier today, and I was like, no, I can't fall into this rabbit hole again. I just need to scratch my Fire Emblem urge with a new game that or a game that's new to me, that I can, like, become a thing, because the poor YouTube crowd, they've been starving. They love it when I do Fire Emblem, and I have not given them that in some time. And I know a lot of you do too. Okay, one taker for the see? Can't talk anymore. Anyway, I'll do a refund there, because one better. I have some mercy. So, what will likely be the final game for the evening shall be Ogre Battle, the March of the Black Queen for the SNES. The strategy RPG classic is getting vetoed. Instead of that, we shall play Higurashi. This is a visual novel that I've managed to make accidentally some progress on stream, solely through it showing up on Shuffle Saturdays multiple times, because it's technically listed 8 times, because every chapter is a different listing, so it's kind of rigged in its favor. This is the one about a kid who moves to a new school, and there's like kind of like some mysteries going on. But vetoed as well. Instead of that, we shall play Math Blaster Episode 1 for the SNES? What the hell is this? Yes, that was the one where I played Old Maid the whole time, Repu. It is one of my favorite visual novels. One that I highly recommend. It's the same dude who made Umineko and also Kikonia, which is still in progress. But I like Higurashi more than Umineko. Hot take, but I said it. I think I totally get why people would like Umineko more, but for me, it's got to be Higurashi. Umineko gets a little too unfair in its mysteries for me. Alright, Math Blaster Episode 1 is getting vetoed. I was like stalling a little bit. I was like, we gonna get another one? We gonna get another one? Very well, with no vetoes remaining, unless someone cashes in some garlic coin. Our likely final game for the evening shall be... Oh no! I summoned it. I'm so sorry, chat. Medal of Honor Infiltrator for the Game Boy Advance. Oh no! Y'all ready for some hot 7 frames per second FPS action? Alright. If you don't remember what this game is, I promise you will soon if you saw it on a previous Shuffle Saturday. Alright, Medal of Honor in... Okay, this does have a category. Well, them's the dice I rolled. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Alright, let's flip over to here. We'll have sound in a second. 30 minutes on the clock. Medal of Honor, Infiltrator. Medal of Honor, Infiltrator. Did it keep my save game from last time? It did. Mission 1, Tiger at the Gates, French Morocco, Africa, November 8th, 1942. Or wait, is this... No, I was thinking of Medal of Honor Underground. This is different. This is the top-down one, isn't it? Yeah, this is the top-down one. Okay. This one is significantly more playable. American forces under General Patton have been charged with the invasion of French Morocco. French troops in Africa are under the command of the Vichy French government, an uneasy ally of the Germans. Patton plans to strike north at Port Laouti in order to capture an Axis airfield, and Murphy's infantry division has the task of securing the initial beachhead. Look at the production value. Grainy historical footage. I can't believe it's not D-Day, TM. Listen up, soldier. You'll need to push north to clear the way for Allied reinforcements. Capture the lighthouse to guide the USS Dallas to the river. Secure beachhead, secure fortress, secure lighthouse. Sub-munitions, destroy munitions, sub-objectives. Find desert map documents. Yep, this is the top-down. War is hell, and we are adorable. Nice work! Let's see, is this the one where I have, like, multiple... Yeah, I have gun and I have grenade. Let me get more bullets. I picked up the bullets but didn't actually pick up the bullets because it hates me. Very interesting. I feel like, there was a Medal of Honor game for the PC that I played for a bit that I really enjoyed. It was also, I think, World War II themed. I mean, you know, not exactly an unusual theming for shooters, because it's one where you can just unambiguously be like, oh yeah, I can change out... Yeah, what is this loadout? Yeah, this is like the slower gun. I think I like the fast boy. Eat grenades, stupids. Oh, God. Yeah, Medal of Honor I don't... yes, give me the turret gun. Give me the turret gun. How do I use the turret gun? Curses. Oh, well. I always think I'm gonna be able to do, like, a Metal Slug-esque, like, melee instant kill attack if I get close enough to these guys. I don't know why. I suppose it's just the visual styling. Okay, this must be the munitions dump that I'm supposed to blow up. Look out! Oh, God. It sure would be great if I could use the turret gun, but I don't know how. I should really figure that... L. Of course, I hit L. Okay, R, holding R lets me strafe. Why would L be the... Still, I guess, only so many buttons that are on the Game Boy Advance. Blow open them gates. Shit! Okay, this is probably like they're hard forcing me to swap to the other one. because there is a timer bomb. Change to them sticks of dynamite. Or, you know, more likely, whatever the precursor to C4 was. Alright, so we'll have to go for a slower, more deliberate approach. He said, rushing in like usual. There we go. Ooh, it gives me the M1 Garand ping. Always love to hear that. I'm not a gun guy, but even I know that. The ping! Yeah, I feel like I can't aim worth a damn. Like, the way they're making me move feels like this needs to be like a twin-stick shooter. But obviously it can't be on the Game Boy Advance. You know, they're doing their best. Even if it ain't very good. Ping! Could I have some ammo, please? Thank you. For this terrible, terrible gun. How did none of those hit? It's fine. Ooh, medical tent? Nice. Good old World War II. Just nice and uncomplicated. Nazi's bad. Just a nice shorthand way for you to, like, unambiguously be the bad guy, or be the good guys. And I mean, I guess be the bad guys if you let the player play as, like, say, the Germans. Okay, strafing this is a lot better. Okay, I just need to make use of the strafe more. Okay, and here's one of... Oh, hey! That guy just completely ignored me. Let me repay his kindness with death. Excellent. Gonna go in here just so I get a complete reload, which is very convenient and feels somewhat unintended on the part of the developers. Alright, now let me switch to the good gun. Still, I haven't died yet. I feel like that's a lot better than I did in the past on this game. Turret gun. I would like that, please. Da 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 da! Oh! Get on the turret! I need that medical canteen. Oh. Nice. Okay, can I find some heals around here? Oh. No, but I can find that. That's something, I suppose. There are really only a few shooters I've gotten into heavily, and hey, here we go. I, of course, was into GoldenEye back in the day, as a kid who owned an N64, with only a scant few games. Also, Time Splitters Future Perfect. Let's see, what was another just like purely FPS or third person shooter? I mean, I guess Ratchet and Clank and the Jak and Daxter games as well. But first person shooters, let's see, I think Spec Ops: The Line. Like, obviously that one is good for like its whole approach to narrative. It was very groundbreaking at the time. I don't know how well it would hold up today, as far as, like, being groundbreaking, but even just for, like, the gameplay and the gunplay, I liked it. And then, with, Drunk Emblem back in the day, we played one of the Army of Two games. I don't know which. And that was pretty fun. It didn't leave a huge lasting impact on me, but that was, like, you know, a decade ago in college, and I still remember it, so... Clearly it made a good impression on me. Mostly just because I remember playing it while quite intoxicated. And just doing silly things like, he was trying to be, like, all sneaky, like, going around with, like, a sniper rifle. And I just had, like, a maxed out, light or heavy machine gun or something that had as much range as his sniper rifle, and just would gun everyone down with that while he was trying to, like, be tactical with a sniper rifle. Was very funny to me. I don't quite know if he saw the comedy in it, because he kind of seemed to be of the opinion that I was cheating the game. Okay, I was like, am I even hitting the guy? Oh shit, ambush. Very well. How bold of you to come into range of my infinite ammo guns. You cannot defeat me. I am at 69. Wait, did I get an area secured? Yeah. Cool. I don't know why this is going so much better. Like, I've had entire 30-minute sections on prior Shuffle Saturdays, and we never made it past that level. Skill issue with past me, clearly. Mission 1, Level 2, Deck Gunner. Now that you have guided the USS Dallas safely to the river, you'll need to protect it. Use deck guns to defend the ship on its journey upriver to Port Layouty. Oh no. Oh. Okay, this... I don't hate this. I don't hate this. They're being generous with the health drops as well. And I can see how much longer I gotta go. I figured this was gonna be a whole thing, like, need to run around in the usual top-down perspective. And, like, have to swap between turrets on either side of the ship as it, like, slowly moved downriver. And dudes would just appear from, like, bushes or trees on either side. Though I guess this is the North Africa campaign, so there wasn't really terrain like that. Because, you know, of course, they cared very much about historical accuracy in this dumb shooter game. I'm sure. Okay, could use another one of them. Boy, this aiming is, not great. They even said hold R for careful aiming, and, oh god. Health! Okay, there we go. I was probably supposed to... That's really funny how they just fly up the screen. Oh, yes, that's a full heal. And I'm already down to 56. Oh god, just gotta last through this last little bit. Just fire indiscriminately in every direction. Mission complete. What's next? Mission 1, Level 3, Air Raid. You've reached the Axis airfield that is key to Patton's plans. You'll need a different approach here, as going in all guns blazing will not work. Sneak past the guards and blow up the targets. Take cover behind buildings if the alarm sounds. Oh no, a stealth mission? I guess the game is called The Infiltrator. Destroy ammo dump, destroy aircraft, destroy AA gun, find flight documents. Okay. Okay, I see the searchlight. Oh, that's nice. They even have, like, a discovered theme. I mean, Metal Gear Solid or Secret Agent Barbie Royal Jewels mission, this ain't. But, you know, they're doing their best with the game systems they have. Return to your positions. No. No, 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 no. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna get away with this. Aha! You can't point under your own tower, Searchlight. Damn it. Bring it on! Going in all guns blazing does not work. I'm sorry, what I heard you say is stealth is optional for this mission. Damn it. Though if health pickups are pretty limited, I'm probably screwing myself over pretty badly here. I have like no ammo as well. Oh, here we go. Was ist das? Oh, fuck. I didn't even see that guy. I think that might have just been me firing my gun. Okay, let me go with this. This is a little more of a slower and more deliberate gun. And I can use the R button to check ahead, so this isn't terrible. The plans. We gotta destroy those plans, Private Arthur. I should probably play one of the Red Deads. I don't know that the gameplay would be super to my liking, but well, maybe. I don't know. You gotta take cover so we can make it to Tahiti. I guess I did play a bit of Red Dead 2, and just, like, found it way too slow-paced for me. Me, the visual novel and JRPG guy. I just felt like I wasn't making any... I felt like I had made, like, no progress after, like, a couple hours of playing. Is that unfair of me? Probably. Can I duck in here? No. And like something about... Oh, come on. You told me take cover behind buildings, then I take cover behind buildings, and they just find me immediately. At least here I can engage from a bit of a further distance. Oh god. Yeah, I don't remember what exactly it was about that. It may have just been that I was trying to, like, go in a little more guns blazing than the system was wanting me to? I don't remember exactly. Just for whatever reason, it didn't click for me, but I only played like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of it, while I was house sitting for my sis and her husband. One shot, one kill. Okay, that does raise the alarm. I was hoping I could do like stealth kills or something. That's what I would like if I had like some kind of if I could do like stealth takedowns or something. That's probably way beyond the scope of what this game would allow, but like I would enjoy it, because having to do stealth like top down like this feels real clunky. Ooh, medical tent. I would like the medical tent, please. Thank you. Although, I guess it did kind of work when I was playing Unmetal. Though I didn't end up sticking with that game. Just, it required me to directions too much, and that never goes well for... Damn it. Yeah, I had the directions too hard, and that just... That's never a good time for me. That jungle level, man. Like, the humor kept being good. Like, I still might go back to it someday, but... Just the level design. The level design was killing... Really? Just instantly caught? That's real... Oh, hello! You just spawned in behind me! How very balanced. Thank you, EA. What a wonderful game experience. I'll just take this and be on my way then. Because I need to destroy ammo dump, destroy aircraft, destroy anti-aircraft gun. So I gotta find some place to swap out my loadout so I can use those timer bombs. Oh. Well, ask, and ye shall receive, it seems. Alright, where was that patrol? Because while I have this loadout, I really don't want it to get into any unnecessary scrapes. Seems he's left. Don't raise the alarm. God damn it. Or at the very least, maybe they won't immediately know where I am? No, they know where I am. Life is suffering. Of course, I have to reload. Because I only got 8 bullets in the clip. Magazine, whatever. But hey, at least it's one-shot kills here. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. I don't want any of that. I don't want none of that. God damn it. I'm just chaining alarms together here. Oh, fuck. I had noticed that I needed to reload. Okay, maybe if I just hide. Okay. Okay, so let me try... No. Fuck! No, you don't see me. I'm not over there. I wonder, can they get me while I'm in here? I found the exploit. I just snuck into one of these rooms, and then they can't do anything to me. Too bad you can't shoot me. I'm in the reload tent. Okay, now you need to leave. They're not going to leave, are they? Very well, then. We bust out the shooty gun. We kill them all. Then we swap to the bad gun. God damn it, stop homing in on my position! Fine, I'm gonna blow this thing up for shits and giggles. Man down! Alright, how far... Oh, okay. That's not that far back. Okay, I'm more okay with this. Let me see if there's an objective in this bunker. Where I just have no choice but to raise the alarm right away. Okay, very well. Yep, ammo dump. I did need to come in here. I kind of just feel like I should just kill everyone here anyway. Though maybe I could slip past this guy. Yeah, I just go now. Yeah, that's not too... Fuck. And then I just blunder into somebody anyway. It's fine. I'll make them come to me single file. Step into my kill zone, idiots! Their superior numbers mean nothing when they have to come at me one at a time. Fools, you should have learned from your slain comrades. Your numbers mean nothing here. Except they kind of do when I need to reload. Wow, what a great alarm. It brought 2 dudes to try and murder me. Okay, gotta wait till he... Okay, go. Go now. Fuck. You know what? I don't think I appreciated this gun before. It's got the range. Like, it may not have the rapid fire. This guy doesn't turn. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. Nobody else came. They were like, too many alarms. Some of these are definitely false. Let's just leave the commandant to die, or whoever it is. Ammo! Stealth is optional for this mission. Like, particularly in here. Because they can't really summon a whole lot of more soldiers down on my head. So as a result, I can just kind of ignore I am torn between just murdering the gunner right away. Yeah, I should probably just kill the gunner now. Otherwise, I'm definitely gonna raise an alarm and I'll have to deal with him then. Stealth is optional for this mission. Yeah, they messed up. If they're just gonna give me a mounted gun. If they wanted me to go all stealthy. I'm sorry, a bazooka? Now we're talking. Bring it on! Alright, let me... Okay, the pistol's piddly and weak, as expected. What else do I destroy? Wait, did I not already destroy the ammo dump? Yeah, now that I've got a feel for it, it's alright. I'm kind of getting into it. Like, the other one that's an FPS, Medal of Honor Underground, that one's very bad. Oh, okay, there was another ammo dump over here. But yeah, this is fine. I don't know that it's a game I would play if I weren't doing shuffle, but it's perfectly playable. But with only 3 minutes left, will we see how perfectly playable it is? Will I be able to find and destroy that anti-aircraft gun? Like, even this stealth level is, like, a weaker level. Okay, it is over there. It's a weaker level, but, like, I can kind of see what they're going for. And, like, it's not totally busted. Like, it's a bad stealth level, but it's at least not, like, a Hyrule Castle, bad stealth level. Yeah, you know, I was thinking we had kind of ended on some curse when I saw where the dice had landed, Nate, but you know what? I've gained a newfound appreciation for this. Because now I know I can do this. Wait, oh my god, that was it? And now I just sit here until they... Yeah, and then they stop caring. It's perfect. Oh shit, this is bad, though. No, you don't see me behind here. Actually, screw this. Stealth is optional for this mission. Thanks for standing next to the exploding... They blew up the anti-aircraft gun for me? Did you guys see that? The grenade from the enemy bounced into the gun and destroyed it. That's amazing. I love that. Mission 1, Tiger at the Gates. Mission complete. Extra life awarded. I will gladly save my progress. Save is okay, and the stream is okay. We've had a nice almost 4 hours of shuffling. So, I think that's a good note to end it off on. This game's alright. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's a little jank in some places, but it's not necessarily a bad jank. I will return tomorrow with some more Pentiment. That'll be starting around 9 a.m.-ish. Depends on a few things. I took care of some of the stuff I need to take care of for housework, but not everything, unfortunately. So thank you everyone for coming out. Spend a little bit of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, I see you. I appreciate you. With my whole thing about raiding, I'm going to raid my friend Flare Wolf. Fair warning. He is an 18 plus furry PNG tuber, if that turns you off. He is playing what seems to be a very high quality Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones ROM hack. You know, I'd been talking about Fire Emblem myself. Yeah, I feel like my brain is broken. I need to eat a food and, like, do things. So that'll do it for me. Thank you again, everybody, for coming out. My name is Vimbert. I'll see you around the internets.